Welcome back, everyone, to the next session of Reditus. Let's get into our recap. We're in episode 42. So, last week, continuing through the Fey Forest, the group was still looking for Carmen. They came across a giant mesa filled with demons. They tried to pass using distraction and stealth, but some invisible demons thwarted their plan and battle began. More and more demons seemed to appear as they fought, including a gargoyle beast that they recognized from fighting Arak back in the Van Moria mines. As the numbers started to build, the smoke moving from the north towards them covered the area to unveil an army of Sinaculum defenders rushing into the demons. Saytr leading this charge and scattering the demons with a thunderous shockwave through the ground. She told the group to take care of the entity in the middle of the dome, that they have this covered. And we'll see if they follow her instructions when we come back.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. A.T.L.A.S forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, the shadows wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. A.T.L.A.S rise, the night is long, through fate and fire stand and strong. Kings awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
Okay. Last we left off, guys, you were all watching this assault come in from the north as the defenders of Sinaculum jumping in. Saytr pounding the ground with all three copies of her with a shockwave rippling and sending a wave of these demons back, gesturing you all to head immediately towards the center where the lightning entity is of the dome, that they had this covered. You immediately all see that the demons are shifting away from you all towards this new threat that came from the north, moving towards. What do you all do?
So we're not taking initiative turns, or we're just like going right into it?
So right now, as it stands, all of the demons have turned away from you all to rush into this threat that's coming. You've been instructed to leave, so basically you can decide what you want to do.
Which way is the center?
North?
They were to the west.
West. That's what I meant.
So we need to go to the west?
Yes, that's where she pointed to. That's where the lightning entity is, and the purple flashes you've seen every minute. Where the fire giant came from. Boom, 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 running down, and the war machine rushing out to meet it.
Jak is going to look over and look at the entire battlefield, and he's going to look to his crew, and he's going to yell, "ATLADs, let's get out of here." And as he does that, he's going to look, and he's going to zip over to this big iron giant looking thing, and like kind of stand on it for a second, and before he jumps off of it and starts going.
All right, so Jak's heading out to the west. Calls out to you all to follow.
I'll follow suit. I have 60 movement, so I'll fly over there.
Currently, A.T.L.A.S is using his rocket legs. So you guys see him kind of divert away from the wolf and just start manning his way over there, westwardly.
I will put the hood up, tap my boots, and run.
Okay, currently you are still on your hand. I don't know if you want to use that or you just boot and run down the hill.
Okay, yeah, let's. Okay, because that'll take one of my actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's. So how I want to do it is I want the hand to start to go down the side, and then like I want to like surf it down, so it'll like start to disappear as I'm going down.
Awesome. Mastos.
I was muted, of course. I would like to take a run and start. Oh, well, they're going that way, I guess.
You're still Spider-Most, aren't you?
I transformed out when I did not transform back in because I casted two
Good berries.
casted my smells. No, I casted Tidal Wave and
I'm just kidding. It's
Good
usually,
berries
I
are so
transform, good berries.
great. Okay, they've come in clutch so many times, or they
No,
will.
they're just good. They're not great. They're good berries, not great
I
berries.
didn't call them great. They're good berries.
Just okay
You
berries.
did call them great.
Oh. Shut up.
So Mastos, what's the plan?
Mastos will. He used rocket boots to get up here. I'll look at A.T.L.A.S and go, race you, and I will do mithril leaps and run and cross the gap.
Okay, yeah, using your dash and kind of just moving as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you guys start to make your way out, you also see Filbert, as his instruction is still to protect Jak, immediately starts kind of making his way to follow Jak around the wall.
As,
Actually, can I use my dash to pick him up on the way by?
It will halve your speed, but you can. Like once you pick him up, your speed will be halved.
What if he like falls and sits on him?
He will have my,
You could like a cargo refuel in midair.
Yeah. Roll for
Yeah,
acrobatics.
you could do that if you get a good dexterity roll.
Come on, nat 20.
Okay, so I can't pick him up on the way. Like,
So you want to insert him into you, or you're gonna carry him?
oh no, he can pop into me.
Okay, yeah. So let's do this then. So as you're heading over, you swoop down, yelling out to Filbert, and his kind of arms start to go up. So roll a general dexterity check for me.
Okay, I'm just to reiterate, like I'll be landing beside him
Okay.
for him to enter like a normal.
All right.
entry.
Fine. We won't do it cool. Yeah.
Oh, we can. I'm just if it fails. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
So you
roll it.
safely. Okay. Yeah. Roll it.
it's a 5 on the dice,
Okay.
which is I think what's my dexterity? 5 on the dice.
Okay, 5. All right, so as you rock a bit over, you see Filbert, and you call over to him, and you kind of waver over, and you go to lower yourself down, and you're finding it hard to kind of level yourself and line yourself up. But Filbert uses his vines to climb up the side of the mountain to get some leverage, and pushes off, and whoop, inserts himself into your behind
Nice.
safely.
As Jak like gets atop this giant, this metal giant, if possible, he would like to two things. He would like to make 3 attacks on this fire giant, and is going to say a witty line, but he would like to basically zip past it, and if allowed, without attacks of opportunity, slide under its legs as he's like zipping through it.
All right, so I
super
have the
cool.
idea of what you want to do.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So the first thing is landing on the war machine.
Yep.
So roll a general dexterity check for me, which I'm assuming you're gonna fly by, but we got to do it.
Yeah. General dexterity. 16. Not
16?
not flyby, but
Okay. So you safely land as you kind of hook up the back of its kind of helmet and catch the bottom, and you zip yourself up. Does not seem to be drawn to you or reacting to you in an aggressive way. Seems to be still charging towards the fire giant.
yeah.
So you land on it. At this point, this is where Filbert would be popped back into A.T.L.A.S. Darius. Darius starts to slide down the The mountain on his hand as it kind of dissolves off into the ground as he does so. This little dust, piece of dust and foliage start flying up behind him as he sprints off, unseen due to his cloak. Let me get rid of. All right, so you guys moving out of the way. And you guys hear at a distance, you can hear these small explosions and the clashing of swords. These little pops almost happening from the east where the battle is still going. So Jak, as you land on the top of the war machine, this fire giant still charging. The war machine and the fire giant collide together. If you wish to attack, now would be the time.
All right. I'd like to make all of my attacks possible. The first one is a 25 to hit.
Okay. Let me just bring up the stat block real quick. $25 to hit. He will. Yeah, that'll hit.
4 piercing. I rolled a 1 on the die.
Okay.
And then my second attack is an 18 to hit.
So as the next arrow comes up, you see him lift up one of his hammers and just parry the arrow as it's coming and just knocks it off into the grass.
Excellent. And then can I make my third one?
Yep.
And that is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. And then that'll be 9 piercing.
Okay, so as he parries that second one, immediately his attention breaking off the war machine directly up into your eyes. As you see this 12-foot fire giant, you can see almost his skin almost bubbling underneath as he's in a rage right now.
Nice. And Jak will look at him as he zips right past him, and he's going to say, in giant, good luck, buddy. You're going to need it.
All right, so yeah, you zip past, and you see him as he starts to turn towards you as you're flying past. As he does so, you just hear this as you see a part of the sword of the war machine start to stick through his shoulder from behind.
Excellent.
You all continue moving westwards, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did what I could for that guy.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to, as I move, am I able to jump from up here down?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was just about. I was like, I'm also trying to find the lowest point of a cliff to be like, whee!
Yeah.
Or you start seeing Mastos Billy Goat it down the side. Just...
Yeah. I was going to say your goat-like legs make it quite easy for you to traverse this. And your mithril leaps kind of like angling it downwards into the side. You can like a skier going down a slope. Make your way down very, very easily. As you guys keep charging westwards, you can see the smoke to the far west has now dissipated. You don't see that smoke anywhere, but you do see that flashing yellow entity in the middle. And again, every minute or so, you see this purple flash. As you keep running away, you hear the battle kind of off into the distance now. You guys gauge at this running speed, you're only about 5 minutes away from the center of the dome.
Excellent.
You guys continue to run. You got about 5 minutes of travel time. You want to do anything specific? Say anything to anybody? Anything you want to do during this sort of travel time here?
I want to, since I think I have the fastest speed right now. I want to fly up higher and I want to scout ahead, basically.
Okay. I think Jay has.
I have 60 feet right now.
Are you using your boots of
90.
speed
Yep.
the whole time? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, so Atlas, you start flying up. You guys can't see where Darius is right now.
Yeah.
You're unsure exactly where he is, but as you move up, roll a perception.
Me or him?
Alice.
22. Oh, 22.
22, okay. So as you scope the whole area out, trying to get a beat on exactly what's going on in the situation in the battle, you see this blue entity, and you can see now it's in its full form. You can almost make out the image of this almost like a humanoid shape that is held in midair, and you see it looks like it's drawing energy from something. Like this blue energy is almost coming into it as it kind of pushes it through its body back down into the tree below. You can see to the far northeast of the dome, you see almost like areas of the forest almost shuffle. And then in the center, you see that entity. That's pretty much what you gather from now. As you look back, you can see that the battle is still in full force. You see demons coming out from the northeast that you didn't see previously start feeding into that area. And that's everything
So
you
this
see.
blue energy that is shooting down, that's probably like into the tree that we were, like that center tree, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you can tell very easily from where you are that that's where this focused energy is going down into.
Okay. I'm just going to keep moving ahead till I'm about 60 feet out, or at least where I feel comfortably not in immediate danger, and then get another
check-in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody else doing anything while you guys are booking it?
Jack would probably call out and see if anyone needs a touch-up.
So what do you say?
As he's swinging from tree to tree, does anyone need any healing?
Do I hear him?
Yeah, you would hear, yeah. He's yelling, he's pretty loud.
Okay.
Do I hear him?
Are you way ahead of the pack, or are you kind of keeping
Yeah, I would have just went until I saw something, and then I would have
Okay.
stopped and got a kind of a feel for the area.
Gotcha. So Mastos and Atlas would hear. Darius would not.
Okay.
Mastos, you're muted, by the way.
I'd say I'm fine. Didn't get touched at all. Not
All right.
yet. Perfect.
Everybody, I think, other than Filbert, pretty much got. Oh, Jack got hit.
I think I got healed too, because it looks like I'm at 58 health.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have your actual health. All right, so you guys continue moving forwards. Darius, as you're like speeding, you're just seeing trees fly past you. You guys so familiar with this terrain now. All of those green pods that would have caught you before, able to dash out of the way. So much so, as you guys are charging through this forest and flying through the forest, it almost feels like the trees and vegetation are almost opening up to you, almost pointing towards the center of the dome, trying to not obstruct your movement through this area. Darius, roll a perception for me. And also Mastos.
What is that?
Oh, that's a 28.
Okay. Nice.
30-20.
30-20. Awesome. All right. So, Mastos, as you're kind of like running and hopping along, always taking the extra time to find a little bit of extra height to give yourself a little bop over, you start to get a smell. You start to get this scent in the air, this smell of sulfur just hitting the back of your nose, almost to the back of your throat. You can almost taste it. And followed with that, you can definitely, without a doubt, smell. It smells like blood, but different. There's something like coppery about it, and it is blood, but it's different. You don't know this exact scent, but you know that it's of that ilk. Darius, as you're charging forwards, you can now start to hear, as you get closer to the center, you can hear the crackling of the energy shooting down from this entity in the middle. And as you guys are running through, you see this purple flash. A.T.L.A.S gets the best view of this. You can see this purple flash happening down lower, below the tree line, but you can see it is definitely originating from where the tree would be. So every minute, this purple flash happens. And Darius, as you're running and you're hearing this crackle, you're hearing a lot of movement, probably about 100 feet away to your west.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here then.
Okay, and A.T.L.A.S, if you can roll one more perception.
Did you say where the tree would be? Like
Where
the tree's not
you
there anymore?
No, where you know it would be. Like you don't have a visual on the tree, but you know that's where the tree was. Yeah.
16.
Okay, 16. All right, so yeah, you just get a little bit of a better close-up view of this entity. You can see from your vantage point, you can see a bunch of, you can't see the exact figures, but 3 or 4 figures behind the entity on the ground, standing up on some rocks. That's all you can really see from this distance because the trees are kind of covering a little bit of the area.
So 3 or 4 figures standing behind something on the rocks.
This lightning entity kind of hovering in the air. He's about
Okay.
80 feet up, and then behind him on the ground, northwest area, past the river, there's a big rock, and there's 3 or 4 entities on or around it.
Like smaller ones, like
Yeah,
humanoid size.
exactly. Yeah, this lightning entity is like about 20 feet if you were to kind of look at him as a whole, whereas the entities down on the rock look more smaller humanoid.
Can I want to try to get eyes on that tree.
Okay, so you want to get a little bit more height, maybe, and start moving up?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you start moving up, we'll keep that kind of perception roll. As you look to the northwest, you can see a little flicker, just every once in a while, a tiny little flicker of lightning, very, very tiny, just a tiny little dot away to the northeast. But as you get higher, you can see the top of the tree, and you can see that it is still there. It looks like it's almost changing color. You remember it did look dead. It was a dark brown, but now it almost looks like there's cracks in it, and you can see different colors almost seeping out of it.
Is there there's stuff coming out of it basically?
Yeah, it looks like it. You can see the kind of the top view of it right now. And as you do get higher, you can see a little rock just north of it. You can see one of the gargoyles from earlier just sitting there, positioned beside it.
Okay.
Darius, as you kind of hold yourself steady there, what do you do?
Okay, so what do I see? That's basically, I'm trying to scope out the area, see what I see, get a kind of take everything in.
Okay, so roll a perception now that you've stopped and kind of taken some time to peer through the
13.
remaining woods. 13. Okay, so as you try to get a good angle, look through, you get a better view of the area that you already had a battle in. So you're kind of familiar with it. You're not noticing that the area ahead, a lot of the area is now, there are no vegetation or trees. Something's happened. It's been almost, you kind of get an eye on the ground. It almost looks like it's been scorched or burnt away. And it's almost into a clearing now where these rocks almost surround the tree. And you have a clear view to the sort of the back of the tree, and you can kind of see up in the air. It's a lightning entity. Between you and that, you get an eye on one, maybe 2 of the smaller demons that you've fought before. One of the yellow guys and one of the warrior demons seem to be kind of doing a little patrol between the rocks and the tree.
Okay. And were the rocks there before?
Yes. So it looks like the rocks are there, but the vegetation and the ground has been somehow affected.
The tree itself is still there?
Yes. You can see little cracks in it and stuff oozing out of it. And Atlas and Darius, you can both see as you kind of like stare in, you can see that the water, the river, it bisects the entire dome. This section seems to be turning color. It's turning into a deep red color, and it's slowly starting to spread east and west.
Is the color in the river the same as the color that's coming out of the tree?
It looks very similar.
Okay. If I look back, can I see Mastos and Jak?
Yeah, so Mastos and Jak pretty much keeping speed with each other. Keeping an eye not to go too far ahead, because A.T.L.A.S kind of going upwards and not as much forwards. Trying to keep the group together. So yeah, they're about 30 feet behind.
Okay. Am I in cover completely?
Yeah, you're behind a tree, kind of like back up on the tree, kind of glancing over the corner.
Okay, I am going to message Jak with everything that I see.
Okay. Jak, you get this communication, little download back and forth of exactly what I just relayed to Darius.
Jak will message back, noted, and I will not be dashing in ahead.
Okay, so as you start coming up, A.T.L.A.S, you kind of get this view. You can see Mastos and Jak moving towards this kind of area here. What do you do?
I'm gonna start descending towards them.
Okay.
And,
You guys see A.T.L.A.S making a beeline.
As they get closer, Jak's gonna turn to Mastos. I don't know if you can bring out that big guy, but now might be the time. I don't think you're gonna like how it looks up ahead, according to Darius.
How far up ahead was the blue light? Or did you say I could see the lightning demon now?
So yeah, as you guys reach where Darius is, you guys get a better view, and you can see the lightning demon entity. He's kind of about 80 feet in the air, kind of above the water in front of the tree.
How far is it?
You guys, Darius stopped quite a ways out, like it's maybe about 150 feet. But because of whatever has happened to this vegetation, you guys almost have a good line of sight into this area.
I'm gonna slow down my pace to match with them and go, no, the forest needs protection. And I scoop up some of the ash from the burnt forest.
Okay.
And I would like to summon an earth elemental at 4th level, 90 feet away towards the demon.
Okay.
Very nice.
You said I seen 3 entities on the rock?
3 or 4.
Three
Yeah.
or 4.
Yeah.
And then I'm not done. There's just one more thing I like. It's just speech, just roleplay. It's nothing. Let's see. Threw me off now, Jay. Threw my tempo off.
To make sure you had the gold thing.
As the ash falls from my hand, and I summon this earth elemental, I sing, "Oh, Darius Bard." I can't sing in that tone. Oh God, that is a high tone for Tim to sing in. Bard with the blade in hand, no jest, no song, just take your stand. Let steel ring true, let fate be done, and strike the chord that makes me one.
All right. As you mutter this out, you see this. You said earth elemental, right?
Yeah.
Start to the ground starts to kind of mound upwards. You see the top of its head start to sprout, and it almost like puts its hand on either side and starts to push itself out of the ground, and it stands there 90 feet away from you.
Now, it's supposed to share my initiative, so does that put me in initiative?
It depends. You haven't given it an action yet. So we'll say that you've done this. Let me give you guys a visual of the area if we're gonna be doing this.
What direction 90 feet did you put it? Did you put it in the charred field where all the demons were?
No, I put it towards the lightning elemental, 90 feet away.
Yeah, there was two demons there, no?
There were 2 demons, but there's only one lightning elemental demon, or one lightning demon.
Okay, well, the only reason I'm asking is because would that not put us into initiative, Colin? Because if it sees the rocket elemental, would that not put us in combat?
It would put me in combat.
If they attack, if there's an action of attack that happens, then yes, everybody will be immediately going into initiative. Currently, Mastos, do you want to ping on the map where you would put this Earth Elemental?
One moment. If I am over... Oh, that is the grab tool.
Are we supposed to see everything right now?
Right there.
You are seeing... Yeah. You're going to see... Nobody is invisible right now. All these entities seem to think they're in a secure situation. So sorry, ping that again, sorry?
Little they know.
All right.
Didn't we double tap his ass like 30 episodes ago?
So as this mound starts to form and pull itself out of the ground, standing right beside the tree, kind of moving left to right. As you guys focus in on this, you can see this lightning demon where there's these kind of like blue energy is almost coming into his hands as he shoots it back into the tree. You can see these weird little, they're almost like globes, kind of like bluish globes, but they've got little shapes all over it. Like it's not quite smooth. One on either side of this tree, and it seems to be feeding the energy into him as he shoots it into the tree. And as this golem kind of, earth elemental, forms out of the ground, what is everybody else doing?
So I know that this is gonna basically start the fight, right? Like,
You would assume so. You see Mastos kind of cast this. You assume he's doing something silly. From Atlas.
To be fair, you just watch me cast 2 pretty high-level spells previously.
Is Mastos within like low tone range, or do I need to cast message to him?
No, you guys are like clumped up right now, like behind this. It's a tree, but it's a rock. Behind this rock.
So would he have heard my song?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are like side by side.
Can Jak real quick cast Hail of Thorns on himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
What were you asking me for? I don't know what makes you one. One with what? What do you want?
Stab me!
Oh,
Stab me!
okay.
Try poking him. Don't
Yeah,
go all
I'm gonna.
crazy.
Are you even here? Aren't you up in the sky?
No, I'm
No, he
floating
came
near
down.
you.
I did say it very
not on the
loudly.
ground, but I'm
Casually
Hovering.
floating next to Darius.
Okay.
I'm
Staying
beside
mobile.
you.
It's just doing the Iron Man hover.
yeah.
I'm going to summon like a pin, and I'm just gonna poke him with it.
All right. Roll a 1d6.
Uh-oh.
Stab me.
2.
Okay, you take 2 piercing damage, Mastos. And as the energy of this packed weapon in the form of a pin inserts itself into your chest, you feel this rush, this surge of energy. Do you fight it or do you accept it?
I accept.
Okay. As it comes into your body, you immediately drop to the ground, hands just slapping on the ground, bent over, as you just feel the surge of energy, and you guys watch this. As he starts to stand up, bones, you can hear the bones cracking, the muscles start to swell. Boom, boom. And he shoves out both of his hands, and the bone blades come out of his arms immediately into his hands. And Lapidus stands before you all.
Wolverine style.
Okay, so I don't need to eviscerate you. That's good to know. And then I resummon the thing on my arm and kind of like.
It's good to be back. And it smells like fun.
I mean, my fun smells a lot different than this, but you know, teach their own.
All right, so Atlas, you haven't done anything yet. Do you wish to take any type of action?
Yeah, I'm measuring some stuff here.
Okay.
Now is not the time.
So as Atlas is measuring that,
this rock in front of us, how tall is it?
it's about 40 feet. The first one's about 20, and then the second one's 20. It's like a little step up.
Okay. And the gargoyle. All right. 30. Okay, I'm probably just gonna shit my pants. Hold on.
Basically just shitting out Filbert then.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Release Filbert.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him to
Wait for my instruction.
and then I'm gonna cast I don't know. Guess it's
As he comes out, you do see he is severely damaged.
he's severely damaged.
Yeah.
Was he severely damaged?
Yeah, he was hit in the last battle a couple times by like the Firehound.
Okay, I will cast repair protocol on him.
Wait a second, I brought it the wrong Filbert.
Yeah, D8 plus wisdom modifier.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I brought out the wrong Filbert. That was V1.
Okay.
V2
Okay.
is looking healthy.
Yeah, I don't remember him getting any hits on. So okay,
All right,
so I'll
you're
leave
good.
that. V2, so I'm letting him know to hold,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, that's a new spell.
Yeah, I'm just Rocket Scalpel isn't concentration, right? No.
No.
Okay, so I'll cast Bless at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that all of us should have it now.
Awesome.
Okay, so everyone has advantage on attack rolls, saving
Plus-
rolls.
plus
Or sorry,
1d4.
plus D4 on attack rolls and saving rolls.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
All right. You mutter a few words. You grab your symbol of sparrow. Your eyes flicker, and you all feel this warmth kind of just surge through your body. Lapidus, you're already feeling surging, and you're just like, I just get this little ripple through, a little shiver up your spine.
I'm gonna move up to the 2nd level. I want to stay just hidden behind this rock.
Okay. So you're moving forward a little bit. Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Oh, not bad. 18 plus stuff. Wait, do we have that thing still?
No, we'd have worn off.
Okay.
You can only
my
hold one
stealth
concentration with that.
is plus 0, so 18.
18. Okay. Good to know. So you gingerly, slowly kind of decrease the power in your boots so you kind of go a little bit slower and kind of drift to stay even with this rock.
Now, you said it was about 5 minutes travel to get here, and we had 3 rounds of combat I guess only 1 round since I ignited them, so I should have about 5 minutes left on these.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't want to be too high before that runs out.
For sure. All right, so you see how this lit up. So this golem now, this is all kind of happening at the same time. The golem fully formed, standing kind of ready. You see this shift in focus from all of the entities that were kind of more focused on this tree, just staring at it, enamored as to what was happening. You see the ones that are, looks like they're keeping a perimeter, immediately shift their focus and draw their bows. The warrior demons to the east and south of it immediately with their weapons drawn, not rushing forward, weapons drawn. As you guys look up, you see the lightning demon seems completely unfazed by the appearance of this earth elemental. And on the other side of the what looks like a bloodied now river, you can see little trickles of this blood substance, not just coming out of the cracks in this tree, but you can see it almost pouring out of the exposed pieces of the earth beside where this river is, almost like the forest itself is bleeding into this river. And as you kind of all take this scene in and execute your spells, you look across and you see this humanoid entity in black robes uncross his legs from the top of this rock and slowly float into the air and slowly start floating towards you all. What do you all do?
I want to roll initiative. That's what I want to do.
I look to Darius. Is he? Do I see him right now, or is he?
He's not cloaked.
not
He is. Yeah, he's good.
No.
I'm
Gonna reach inside and grab the blindfold,
Okay.
and I'm gonna zoom over to Darius, and I'm gonna toss it to him.
You want this? Put it in the bag. Can't get it.
But he can get me, and then the bag.
I just throw it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So the blindfold comes over. You easily catch it, Darius. What are you doing with the blindfold?
Put it on.
I will have the bag shift to my side and put it in the bag, and then have it shift back behind me and close my shirt off.
Okay, perfect. And as this is happening, Mastos, or Lapidus, sorry, I should say, your golem has been summoned. Do you give it any type of command?
Where is it? Beside the tree that's pouring the blood out? Is that where?
Yeah, the tree that is pouring blood out and getting what looks like electrocuted. Yes.
Right.
And these strange blue crystals that are sending the energy up into them, there's one on either side of the tree, one to the north and one to the south.
I would like, so it's on, since it's basically beside him because he's on the south side.
You got it.
I would like my golem to attack that, what I'm going to call a structure.
The tree?
For specific reasons. No, the crystals that are
Oh,
charging.
okay.
Being charged.
All right, so you're going to take a swing at that?
Baby.
Yeah, siege monster deals double damage to objects and structures.
Okay.
And yeah, he will do his multi-attack to slam attack.
Okay, so let's execute that first of all then, before anything else happens. So go ahead and roll the attack.
So that's one attack is 16 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
The damage is... okay, yeah. 2d... 2d8. I almost read that wrong. And there's my 2d8. And that is an 12.
12.
Plus 12. Double
Okay,
damage.
go ahead and roll attack again.
24. Oh! Ooh, that's even better. Dirty 20.
20 hits. Damage.
15, so 30.
Nice.
Okay. So you watch as your as your earth elemental hits this blue globe. As you can see, it almost crack, and this little it kind of depresses into the ground about half a foot with the pressure, and this second hand coming down, smacking it into the ground. This time, as it hits the top, the crack that it has started to form splits in half. And this shot of lightning shockwave energy spreads out. And as your golem takes... Sorry, Earth Elemental. takes 32 points of not spirit, lightning damage. So 32 points.
Okay.
And roll a strength saving throw.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's at 32. So 4. Strength saving throw. Okay. 16. Low.
16. Okay. So as this wave goes out, and this lightning kind of sparks through the Earth Elemental's body, it radiates out, and you see the two demons behind get thrown backwards in the air from the shock. And this lightning just shredding through their body. You see sparks of their blood starting to fly out as they land out, screaming on the ground as they land prone behind. The gargoyle, as this explosion goes off, you see the gargoyle on the rock just go about 5 feet in the air as it hovers, as a shockwave seemed to go across the ground. And you can see this blue thing is now completely shattered across the ground, but your Earth Elemental manages to hold its ground and not be pushed back.
How many of those are there?
There's one more on the north side.
Okay.
And you can see this does disconnect. The energy kind of almost feeds back into the lightning elemental. As it kind of like pulls its hand back and just looks down at you, as it has the energy come to this other hand, it joins its other hand and starts kind of trying to almost pull from the other one now in total. So at this stage, everybody roll initiative.
Ah, yeah.
Can you mark on the map where the other one is?
It's literally just north of it. It's between the gargoyle and the
Well,
tree.
so there's not an actual. Like,
No, there's not
visual.
an actual.
Okay. Oh, so it's that close.
Oh
Okay.
dang! I have to take all these people off here.
Huh?
I have to cancel that turn order.
Oh, from the...
Yeah, that's the last one.
I don't think it popped me up.
No, because he didn't. The turn order is not up.
I haven't added.
Dang.
Yeah, it's adding everybody.
Did I roll higher in here than I did in real life? Oh, I rolled way low in here.
Well, okay then. Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
How do you roll a turn? In...
Just click on initiative in your character sheet, and it just adds it.
But you have to have your character selected. Make sure you have them.
Okay.
Like
I
your
can't
token.
I can't change my number.
That
Just
work?
click it and hit backspace and then fill it in.
Hey. that did
Yeah,
work.
but as soon as I type in anything, it just goes back to 10. Oh wait,
Yeah, but
my number's
you
10.
got-
Let's try that. There we go. I think I'm on there twice though.
Yeah, I just put
Filbert.
everybody on just in case.
Filbert's name is Filbert version 2 for reference.
All right, I got some roll to do.
Can I roll for Filbert?
Yeah, you can do the roll if you want. Yeah.
You roll for him.
rolls a 1. You know, on second thought, I think I'll take my roll.
Funny enough, it was also a 1.
So many mobs.
Oh, that didn't
They're
work.
going to die because Lapidus wants to make them cry.
Oh, speaking, I should probably get my bard thingy open.
All right. I had to open up all these again. All right,
There's
is
two
everybody got?
jacks.
Okay, so
The 18 is the correct one. The 10 is the.
are
lower
you
one.
sure?
I rolled
I think you rolled a 10 first.
I
Filbert
rolled
didn't work.
on the die first, and then I hit the button to get me on here, and it freaked out.
Filbert's 12.
Okay.
They wouldn't hurt a 12-year-old, would they?
Wow, their rolls are garbage.
Good. Right in the shitter. They should deserve to be there. Ones all around. Where's the 6s? They're demons. They should all be rolling 6s across the board. Look, I just rolled. Oh, perfect. I just rolled my 1 on my 20. There we go. Got it out of there. Get it out. Sometimes I like to randomly roll to get my dirty rolls out.
What happens if you get your?
Yeah, you burn your
I-
20.
If I burn my 20, I keep rolling till I either, unfortunately, get another 20. Or, like, if I roll 2 20s in a row, I'm just like,
I'm sorry, what was Filbert's? 14?
12.
well,
12.
Okay, a sort by...
I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
Corey, that roll was cocked. I think you should re-roll.
Yeah.
oh no, my good dice. Where'd you go?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. You see, everybody but Lapidus does recognize this figure, although what he is wearing looks different than before. Full black kind of robes as opposed to a cape. And this blindfold covers a little bit more of his head than it did last time. And Atlas, you can see that the markings are a little bit different than the one that you had in your hand for this whole time.
Yeah, I got demoted.
All right, so Darius, you are up.
All right, so I'm gonna grip the weapon, and it's gonna start to light up, and then you're gonna start to hear like a grandfather clock, and the chime is gonna start to go slower and slower, and I am going to cast slow on the lightning demon, monk dude, whatever this is. I assume that's a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. This guy, 4, 5, and 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Charisma, is it?
I will put it up for you. Give me a second. Whip. I think it's wisdom.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
All right. So gargoyle number 1, 5.
Hey-o.
So
Alright,
that
sweet.
gargoyle is slowed. I hate that I still haven't figured out how to not have it cover the entirety of the icon. Okay, so he's slowed. Next gargoyle. Oh wait, that's only one.
Tim,
gargoyle
stop.
there. Can't see shit now.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wisdom, so lightning demon. Come on!
Never admit your guilt.
That's what I like to hear.
It's garbage, is what it is. Demon scouts.
You don't like that the dice are telling the story?
I'll tell you guys my rolls after this. You can give me all of your sympathy. And then the warrior demon. Okay. Warrior demon passed. So 5, 7, 2, and then the warrior demon was 19.
Nice.
And now Arak is gonna do his wisdom saving throw.
Spoilers. I don't know who that is.
Lapidus does not know the rest. I do. What's your DC? 16?
15. It says it at the bottom of the spell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does too. Okay, so Arak saves. So you see the the gargoyle, the lightning demon, the scout, dog type demon with the bow poised, all start to kind of just start to slowly move.
You know what, Colin?
What?
Sorry. I'm a cutting words that roll. So -7.
Okay. So as you feel your slow effect take place, he immediately can almost sense
Fuck, he's got legendary
he's
action.
casting it, and he just see his head turn slightly, and just he moves his hand for just a second and uses legendary resistance.
God damn it. He's stronger than before, guys.
Uh-oh.
You've met this being.
Yeah, he was a bit of a bitch the last time we fought him. This time he just shrugged that off like it was nothing. My insult didn't even affect him.
Lapidus smirks.
All right, Darius, anything else for you?
I can't inspire anybody. I just cast a spell. Nope.
Okay. Atlas, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move 30 feet. So I'm going to move out here. And I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith, which will take the form of Dorhan. And he is going to stand right next to the crystal, right there,
Okay.
which should put him within, if I've measured correctly, 10 feet of both Iraq and the gargoyle. We'll have to make wisdom saving throws on their turn.
Okay.
Do you have a token for Dorhan?
He's back.
Of course
He's
he does.
back.
Can you increase his size 2 times?
Why? What is it? It takes up.
So that'll
20
mark the 10-foot radius that he's in. Oh, that's fine. Whatever.
Oh, it's a 10-foot radius? Oh, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's a big old door.
He swings within a 10-foot radius.
Ah, gotcha. Got
Sorry.
it. Okay, so I'm going to make him just back where he is just so I know it's going to cover a lot.
Don't make him the big one. He's big. He is.
Fine.
He's a big sucker. Now give me control. Oh, I don't need it actually.
No, he
but
just
he
stays
should be
placed.
shifted over a block. He should be like right here.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys see as Atlas casts this spell, and you start to see almost out of nothing this tiny yellow circle of light just kind of appears in the air, and it just starts to shift and change and turn and spiral, and you see this concentric circle almost start to form as it starts to build itself out into the form of Dorhan standing with two-handed sword, ready to take down anything he sees.
Perfect. So I'm going to zoom back with the rest of my movement to my position,
Okay.
and I'm going to bonus action cast Rocket Scalpel, and I'm going to plant him right next to this guy.
Okay, yeah. Let me just check one other thing.
He should be prone, right?
Yeah, that yellow demon is, yeah.
Okay. Oops. Did I put 2 of them there?
My stuff's lagging so much. I've got so many like entities and stuff up on the screen.
Oh, I put the scalpel on already. That's what you're wondering.
I was just trying to look at your.
Look at my what?
So it was Spirit Guardian, right? You used?
Yeah, Guardian of Faith it's called.
Oh, Guardian of Faith. I just want to make sure it's not a concentration.
It's not. That's what I checked.
Perfect.
Yeah. He's there for 8 hours. So if anyone
Alright.
wants to get some pictures with Dorhan after this.
I gotta hug Dorhan, just get smoked.
All right. So you have your. Did you put a scalpel down? I don't see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's right next to this gold dude.
I
Okay.
don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it? Hold on, let me put another one down then.
I see it.
Yeah, I think it's messing up because there's so much stuff on.
Is it moving?
I
No.
don't see it, but if you guys see it, that's all that matters.
I don't see it moving.
I gotta put one down as well just to see if that.
Well, I can't even get rid of mine.
Oh, there
I
you go.
see it now.
You maybe just need to refresh your page. Right.
Okay, well, either way, he's going to stab the prone guy.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself up off the ground as you still see these kind of sparks.
So that's with
flying off the
advantage,
body.
right?
Yep, you got it.
Ready? That's going to be 18.
18.
Plus well, I was going to say plus a d4. But actually,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
my spirit weapon still gets like the d4, right, with bless?
No, it'd only be you making the attack. It would get the D4 or the
Okay.
save.
So that doesn't carry over to my spells?
No. It doesn't carry over to. It's not a spell attack. It's a spell that you've cast that's doing a physical attack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on. Okay,
You
either
hit
way,
anyway.
18.
So in this, yeah.
That hit?
Yep. Definitely hit.
Okay. So that is 1d8 plus 4. I'm just gonna click it. Uh, 11 piercing.
Nice.
Solid.
I'm gonna refresh my screen.
Yeah, your rocket scalpel just flies out and immediately just woof, right into the chest of this thing as it's trying to get its bearings and stand back up.
Yeah,
Just
I almost
twists in
like
pain.
missile shoot it directly into its chest. Like it doesn't even like take form; it just comes out as like a blade.
Yeah, just
And now it's hovering next to it.
you see this red black substance just start flying out as the blood starts pumping out of the chest of this thing because it was already pretty hurt.
Is it dead or is it?
No, it's still.
it's
It
alive?
looks pretty bloodied, but it's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be it for my turn.
All right, Mr. Jak Nara.
Jack will snap into action. He is going to run and zip up this spot right here
Okay.
with haste. As he gets kind of past Atlas, he's going to look to him, seeing that there's a giant electric lightning demon, and he's going to kind of turn to Atlas as he's readying his gauntlet to take aim, and he's going to check in on him. Are you okay? Do you need to pull back for anything?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
I will protect you. And he's going to snap out, and he's going to fire off 3 rounds at this dude levitating close to them. And
So sorry, at who? The lightning demon or a rock?
this guy.
Or-
This guy.
Okay. So he is going to be.
I'm within range. It's because I'm at 80 feet, and I should be at 70 if I measured it right.
Yeah. So he's in the air. So and you're on the ground. So you're gonna add about 10 feet. So it is about 80 feet. So if it's within 80 and that's
Just-
your thing, you're good.
That's yeah, okay. So just a range. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna fire off all 3 rounds, and then I get a D4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So we'll roll first, and then I'll add my D4.
But your arrow doesn't get a D4. It's only you.
It's just to attack, right? It's
I'm
not
just
right. Just to attack.
Shivers down my spine.
All right. So I rolled a 9 on the die. I get a +1, so it'll be 10, and then I get a +8, so it'll be 18 for the first attack.
So 18 hits.
I'll take it. All right, and I casted Hail of Thorns,
Mhm.
so I will get an additional 2d10 damage. Why am I reading slow? That did not help me one bit. And then anything in a 5-foot radius has to make a save, a dex save, so the lightning demon will also have to make a dexterity save.
Well, the lightning demon's about 40 feet higher than a rock.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yeah.
then never mind.
Yeah, the lightning demon's about 80 foot in the air.
All right, so I need
Rock's
my
about
other
10.
All right, so yeah, he's got to make a dex save, and do I have a thing? Yeah, he's got to beat a 13. Not very high.
It's also a
He-
disadvantage.
Rolls a. Why is he disadvantaged?
Oh wait, -2. Sorry.
Oh, it's on my.
Wait,
He's not
who's he
slowed.
hitting?
I
Arak.
hit the float
Arak.
dude.
Yeah.
Arak.
He still
Oh.
failed anyway. He got a 12.
Oh,
So-
nice. All right,
not-
so
he's not
gonna
super
take full
dexterous.
damage. So he is going to take just +3. He's going to take 8 points of piercing,
Okay.
and then he is going to take 14 points of piercing.
14 plus 8. 1. Okay, got it.
And that will be the first attack.
Okay.
And for the second attack. All right, let's hope my D4 saves me. It did not. So I rolled a 2 on the die, plus 1, making it 3, plus 8 is 11.
Okay, 11 misses.
Okay, and then my last attack is a 13 on the die. Plus 2, 15. 15 plus 8 is 23.
23 hits.
And followed by 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is all of his attacks.
Okay. So as you fire off these 3 bolts in quick succession, lining them up, as he's kind of floating, kind of hands just out to the side a little bit, slowly moving forwards. The first arrow you can see looks like a money shot right in the chest. And as the arrow penetrates, you see the tip of the arrow penetrate, but then it almost looks like it gets pushed out, falls to the ground. Second one doesn't even penetrate at all. Third one, just a little bit in and falls to the ground as he kind of turns his head towards you with a smile. Not going to be as easy as last time. Non-magical friend of mine. Anything else for you?
Would the Hail of Thorns make it magical?
The Hail of Thorns itself, being a magic spell, would be, yeah, like a magic. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep, that will be it for him.
Okay. Lapidus Desor. You were up, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. Oh, he's got friends now. Oh no! What? Yeah, he's. What are these things right here? I missed that.
The rocket scalpel is Atlas's spiritual weapon, and then the yellow guy is still on the ground, with the rocket scalpel stuck in his chest.
Classic guy. I'm going to run over. Where's my thing? There it is. Whee! Making that sound effect. I'm gonna run over, raging in the process, screaming for blood and fun. And I'm going to take rage and then attack.
All right. You guys see Lapidus just, and he starts running. As he does, he just leaps on the air halfway across the rock, and in another big leap. And as he comes down with the swords towards this imp that's still on the ground, roll at advantage, unless you do anyway.
Okay. All right. It's a 16 on the die, and yeah, is it just it's proficiency added to it, right? No, it's just 16.
It should be right beside your weapon attack. It should say like +8 or whatever. In your character sheet beside the weapon.
Oh yeah, +7. There it is. What did I say? 16. So
It hits.
20.
It definitely hits.
That's a 23 hit. Okay.
Until he takes a second form.
Oh shit. That fell down. So that's a 3 damage. 7.
7
Plus
damage.
4. 7. Yep.
All right. You plunged one of your bone blades right through his chest, right beside where the scalpel is. So much so the tip of your fist is pushing down into his rib cage.
And then I'll do my extra attack. I need that advantage on that. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Ew.
bow, 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 bow.
I went from a 2 to a nat 20.
That hits.
All right. So 8 damage. And is that doubled, right?
So you get You roll, and then you add +8 to whatever it is, because you get your full damage. As
Oh,
your
so
crit.
16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you don't even take out your other bone blade, you leave it in, and you just shove your other bone blade in and just pull them outwards, completely slicing this thing in half. The top torso sliding to the north and just dripping into the bloodied river as the bottom half of it slides down towards the rocks. This black red substance just splatters all over the scorched ground beneath.
Love it. That's exactly how I wanted to do it. I wanted to rip him in half and just.
All right. Anything else for you?
Nope, just my elemental.
Yeah.
I would like him to move to the north beside Dorhan. And for him to smash the second lightning crystal in the north.
All right. Go ahead and roll attack. This pulsing crystal now looks like it's getting even brighter now that the entity seems to be trying to pull as much as he can out of it instead of 2 of them.
22 for the first.
22. Roll damage.
Yeah. Ooh, 6 and an 8. Ooh, 14.
14. Okay.
Plus 5. Yeah, 14 plus 5, so 19.
Damn. Okay. Roll your second attack.
God damn it. That's only going to be a 14. Or no, sorry. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
I keep forgetting it's plus 8. And 8. 8. So 13.
13. As the second slam comes down, see the crack. This burst of blue energy just ripples along the ground outwards. Roll a strength saving throw for your earth elemental, please.
I'm going to use this dice. I have 3 D20s. I'm rotating through. That's a 17 plus 5, so 22.
Okay. $36 lightning damage to the earth elemental. As the electrical surge just breaks through its veins.
How much did you say? Sorry, 30.
36. And as soon as it happens, almost like this feedback comes up to the lightning entity as it just like... as it kind of just slowly moves now with its hands by its side.
My elemental looks thinner than it did. About, I would say, half as thin as it appeared when it first appeared.
Yeah, these sparks coming off, and you see these chunks of rock just almost popping off it as the electrical surge goes through it.
The lightning demon, does it? How high in the air is it?
It's 80 feet up.
80 feet up. Okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't like drop down at all?
It hasn't got a turn yet. No, it's just...
Well, I just meant
It's
in
in
reaction to what just happened.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, Lapis, anything else for you?
That is both of our turns.
Okay. All right. So it is Arak the Blind's turn. As he watched the kind of the combat unfold, kind of focused with that smile towards Jak after kind of shrugging off his attacks. It didn't have to be like this. You have something of mine that I want back. How about we make a deal? He says this out loud, and you can all hear this reverberate as if he's standing right beside you. You can just hear this voice in all of your heads say this to you.
And then he makes a dexterity saving throw as my big giant Dorhan swings his sword at his face.
He hasn't moved yet.
He started in it though.
No, he's 10 feet off the ground.
He starts his turn in within 10 feet.
He's 10 feet off the ground, floating.
Yeah.
Right? Did you put Dorhan underneath him?
Dorhan's 10 feet tall, and he's got a 10-foot radius.
Okay, yeah. Did you put him underneath?
No, he's standing right next to him. Dorhan is 10 by 10. And if he's 10 feet up and Dorhan's got a 10-foot range.
Okay,
that's
so you would
20
have.
feet.
Okay, so you spawned him to make sure he was close enough to him to be able to attack him. Okay,
Yeah,
I
both
thought
of
you were.
them.
I
He
thought you
should
were
be
just
able-
protecting the.
No, I'm not protecting it. These two, the Arik guy and this gargoyle should be within Dorhan's swinging range.
Okay. So dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
24. Rolled a 20.
Okay, so he takes 10 radiant or 20 radiant damage. Or
20
sorry,
radiant.
10 radiant damage.
Okay.
I was gonna say that's not a that's not a
Yeah, no.
save.
Fire. Yeah, so as he says these words, and you guys watch as Dorhan, as he just swings up and you see the two-handed massive greatsword go into a yellow light as he just pierces through the legs of Arak as he's standing there kind of saying these words out. And as the blade kind of goes through and you see almost fire splitting off his leg as this blade goes through. He doesn't seem to wince, but you do see his heavily damaged his leg, but he doesn't seem to be reacting to it.
Okay.
So you all hear this voice kind of as if he's right beside you. Does anybody respond?
I don't,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well. Perhaps.
You've wrought. Nope, sorry. Nope.
No, go ahead. I didn't know anybody else was responding. Go ahead.
You've wrought damage to my forest. I'll tear you apart like I just did this demon.
What a Neanderthal. I suppose we do have to do this the hard way. And he...
I'm just going to respond.
No, seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Roll a deception.
That's
What?
a nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if that even helps, though, because I think minus. Hold on.
Clearly you are an imbecile. He starts moving his hands together. And as he does so, you see him form some sort of, looks like a purplish red kind of orb as he throws his hand out towards Jak and Atlas's direction. And I need Jak, Atlas, and Lapidus to all roll dexterity saving throws.
23.
Thanks, me. Okay.
How big is the radius of this thing?
20-foot radius.
'Cause I'm elevated, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sphere.
Okay. So I should be above that then, should I?
No, 20-foot sphere. No,
Okay.
because you're up on the rock, right? Like you're floating.
I'm hovering
kind of-
above the rock, yeah. You said
Yeah.
And the rock was 20 feet up? Or
Yeah.
the rock's lower than that?
No, the bottom rock is 20 feet up. All right, what's the dexterity save throws, guys?
Dexterity is a 15 for me.
15, okay.
23 for Jak.
Okay.
That is a 21 for Atlas.
Okay.
7. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so 22 damage to Atlas and 11 damage to Darius and Mastos. As you guys see this purple energy, purplish red energy that was within his hand as he shoots it out, immediately disappears and starts forming at the edge of the rock below Atlas as it spreads out. You feel this kind
Why
of
did I take 11
burning
damage?
Sorry, I meant Jak, not Darius.
Oh, I was like, what the hell?
As
So
this energy
only
goes
Jak?
out and you feel it burn through you as you all take this spirit damage. So it was 22 Atlas and an 11 for Lapidus and Jak.
Yeah.
And then he uses his movement and he floats above.
Yeah, you get a D4 for saving throws, yeah.
Right.
I think. Don't you?
Go for bless.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, it's a 1d4
Oh.
for attacks and saving throws.
So that actually would be a 18.
18? Okay, yeah. So you save, so you only take 11 instead.
So everyone should be able to do a D4 on that if you hadn't already. Then I got to roll for concentration. Or
What
do I not have to with Warcaster?
Oh, you get
I have
advantage
Do I do that on my turn, or do I do that when I take damage?
when you take damage.
Okay, yeah. It's anything over D10, right?
20, 30. D10 or the damage you took. So 11 in this case.
D10 is the minimum or half the damage.
Oh, okay. All right. So I had a 12 and an 18, so that doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so you're good.
Okay, so just to clarify,
Mhm.
I'm not nitpicking. I am nitpicking. It's a 20-foot sphere,
Yes.
and I'm more than 20 feet above the air right now. I'm still
So
getting hit by this 20-foot
Where
sphere.
he casts it over towards the rock, right? So
Okay.
that the edge where it hits the ground, because they're both on the ground, they're at the same level. So he only needs to hit it with the edge of that,
Okay.
right? So the top part of the cone would hit you here.
Okay.
Yeah, spheres get weird with elevation.
Yeah, it's just hard to see it. Just with Mastos positioning, that was why I was like, didn't get it.
Yeah, he's sitting 15 there, so you could literally, cast it just below you, and it would hit all three of you. Anyways,
So then would Darius not get hit by it?
No, because it was in the middle of all of you.
Oh.
no, he would be on the other side of the rock. It has to be, you have to be able to be seen for this. It doesn't like go around corners.
Yeah, but you're casting it right below me, no?
He's on the other side of the rock. He's not on the rock though. Like he's behind. He's
Oh,
on the
okay.
ground.
So, okay.
He's not elevated.
Here.
So the magic doesn't go through rock. That's what you're saying.
As far as you're aware.
Okay.
All right, and so he starts to float over this kind of dead area behind the back of the tree. And he will stay there. He's about 30 foot up in the air, just hovering. What you can see, it just looks like he has a smile on his face. As we go to the gargoyles, should we take do you guys want to take a 5-minute break here? Or do you want to continue?
Fine. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's take 5 and we'll be back with the gargoyles.
Okay. skips their turn.
All
I'm
right,
gonna go make
guys.
my pierogies.
Welcome back. So when we left off, we're mid-battle. Arak the Blind has somehow returned and wants his blindfold back. We went through a series of turns. Now coming up on the gargoyle's turn. So the first gargoyle starts to fly up out of its perch north of Dorhan. So he will roll his dexterity saving throw as Dorhan takes a lunge at him.
-2.
So
Also, he has
-2, so
half
that's
movement.
12. Gotcha. So roll damage for your
Fail. 20 damage.
20 damage. Nice.
Incinerate.
So as the gargoyle wings slowly flap and it starts to lift off the rock, the Dorhan just swinging his greatsword sideways with the yellow flames almost sparking off it, cuts right into the gargoyle, and you just hear it squeal as you see the fire and black ooze start coming out of its stomach as it starts to slowly flap to regain its momentum and tries to rise into the air and gets about 30. Wait, what's this? Yeah, 30 feet in the air. And with that, you see him flapping his wings real slowly and then kind of bring them in tight as this globe of darkness spreads out.
Is that a spell?
Yes. He rolled a 9.
So it doesn't. Oh no, he succeeds. But I think it has to happen on his next turn. The spell doesn't take effect. Oh no. Okay, you're good. So it takes effect. If it's 11 or higher, it doesn't take effect until your next
Okay,
turn.
gotcha. All right, yeah. So this area, globe of darkness, goes out in a 20 feet radius, 15 feet radius. My apologies. All around him, blackening Dorhan.
Around him?
Yeah, he basically
He's
cast it
30
on
feet
himself.
up in the air?
Yes, currently, yeah.
So 10 feet on the ground, or yeah, okay. Cool.
And then he's gonna try and save from the
Wisdom.
current slow. She rolls a 4. Son of a bitch. So he's still slowed. Okay, and then we switch to. I have 3 gargoyles on my turns, but only 2 on the map.
Yeah, I'm also.
Interesting.
I thought I affected everyone but the monk.
No, the warrior saved as well. This little warrior demon guy.
Okay.
He
But
saved.
I only see 2 people with slow. I know they killed one, so who was the third?
One, the lightning demon,
Yeah. and then the
gargoyle, lightning
gargoyle.
demon, and this guy on the rock down here. They're all slowed.
Oh, I have that covered with the initiative. That's why. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so the gargoyle down on the rock at the bottom. He is going to immediately rush
bargain.
towards Lapidus, as he is the closest person to him. So Lapidus, you just see the gargoyle wings flapping and just beeline straight for you, just mouth wide open, sharp teeth exposed as it reaches its wings back to lunge into you for a bite. 22.
I flex. Well, it still hits though.
And then, so that is 15 piercing and 10 necrotic.
Whoa.
So 7 piercing.
Yeah,
Actually,
Thank
no, the
you.
whole thing's halved. I forgot your bear.
right. I'm bear. Everything.
Damn! So 12 damage. As this thing sweeps down, sinks its teeth into your shoulder, and you kind of just flex, rage still pulsing through your veins, the blood dripping down your bone blades as you kind of just stare into its eyes as it tries to sink its teeth in even deeper. It comes around with its claws and tries to scratch at you. 24.
Jeez.
Rude.
And that is 14 slashing, so 7 damage. As it
Okay.
sinks its back claws into your back, it tries to rip you to shreds. As it does, it just kind of leaves little tiny scrapes on your back muscles as it kind of rears back and hovers there in front of you.
I'm editing the wrong health. What the hell? What the heck? I don't know how that popped up.
Atlas, can you take your little arrow off the thing? Your little measurement thing?
No.
No, I don't want to.
Weird. I have it broadcast to others turned off.
Maybe it's just my screen's bugged out.
Unless it broadcasts to you no matter what. Sure.
Oh, yeah, it's probably me. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that's the turns for the gargoyles. So Filbert, V2 is up.
Right.
Any specific instructions for him?
Yeah, I'm going to point to the gargoyle and Mastos and just say defend.
Alrighty. Let me grab his character sheets. Good old
Make sure
monks.
it's version 2.
I know,
for reference.
V2. So 40 feet of movement. So he will go ahead and charge over there. So he will use Step of the Wind to get right up to him. And burn a key. He's just doing what he's told. And then he takes swings. 4 swings at the gargoyle. Four. So we have 7, 12, 15, 26 is a crit. Okay, so he only hit once, but it was a crit. So we got 8, 5, 15, 16, 17 damage. So as he you just see him almost just a blur speed up to this thing and start twirling around and 4 whips with his hands / armor, hitting it once. This thing just kind of, even though it's hovering, is able to kind of maneuver and dip itself around these attacks. As he manages to land one and stays there. The lightning demon is up. So the lightning demon, it starts to slowly move downwards. $40 feet. It is almost basically at the top of the tree right now. And it attempts to... Okay. So it brings its hands almost down to its torso, lifts its hands up, and you can see it almost looks like it's pulling its own skin off. You can see it almost peeling the energy off. And as it does, it slowly thrusts its hands out, and you see lightning start erupting from the ground the whole way across. But as it starts to go out and you get ready to kind of brace yourselves, Reditus and Jak, for this lightning that is flying towards you, it moves so slowly that it will not reach you until the next turn.
So, Colin, just so because
doesn't actually activate. I know.
Yeah,
I already
'Cause if
started
they
my
move-
narration.
I know. I just want to make sure because I don't want them to be like, okay, well, I move out of the way.
Yeah. Well, he's already aimed it there, so it's going to be there regardless, right?
No, you can still. So when you start, if you roll the 11 or higher on your next turn, you use your action to cast the spell. So, like you haven't. Yeah.
The creature must use its action on that turn to complete. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't actually
So you can
executed
still-
the spell yet.
Okay. So yeah, he pushes his arms out then, and you see this just little blue sparks form, and he just freezes in place. The warrior demon down at the bottom, he uses half his movement to stand up. And 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. With his dash would be 45. Okay. So he charges up to Filbert using his dash and have his movement to get up there. So he has no action left to attack. And then the scout demons with their bows aimed. The one on the south. He stays positioned where he is. And you see him put the hood of his cloak up and he disappears from sight. And the one on the north takes aim at Jak. And Jak, you remember as he pulls this back and starts to take aim at you, you see the kind of this black, almost liquid dripping off the tip of this arrow as it comes flying towards you. Assuming that misses.
That would be correct.
Okay, and the second attack, kind of readjusting, aiming and 14. Does that miss?
That misses, yes.
Dang, yeah, great.
Or he has 17 other people to try with.
All right, the warrior demons at the top start charging forwards. Half speed through the blood-soaked water. And then finally, this one. He's actually going to take aim at the earth elemental. The one on the top of the rock up here. So 2 shots towards the earth elemental. 23 to hit and a 14 to hit. Labitus.
Sorry, a 14 does not hit.
And a 23.
No, a 23 doesn't hit either.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what the abilities are.
No.
So
It's-
10 piercing and 1 necrotic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's 10? Really?
Unless
It's a
10
lot.
piercing and 1 necrotic.
You were supposed to take 22, so you got 11.
No,
No,
no.
that's-
It's his earth elemental. He probably, maybe it has resistance to something. That's up to you to figure out. All I know is
Oh,
that he got hit
I
for
thought
10
you were
piercing, 1
attacking him.
necrotic.
Sorry, piercing and...
1 necrotic. Too busy messaging each other, guys.
He wasn't
No, no.
messaging me.
No.
I thought you were attacking me.
No,
That-
he can't
that's my
reach.
problem. Yeah, so that is 5
And 1.
damage and 1. So I can't reach that.
Okay, so they charge forwards. Firehound is left as it gallops forwards.
So your guy in the water should actually be able would be in my 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Swings a big stick.
Both of them.
See, I don't think he's 10 foot and gives a 10
He
foot
is.
radius. I think it's 20 feet.
Large spectral guardian, so a
Yeah.
large creature occupies a 10 by 10 square. And then he has anyone that steps in within 10 feet of that guardian for the first time.
It's 20 squared. It is.
All right.
Yeah.
So 10.
Yeah, you read that rule
Oh, wait,
book.
does he have a plus? Hold on. Let's see if he has a plus. No. Plus 1, so 11.
There you go. That'll show
Well,
you.
that's from center. You actually have to
Go to the
from
edge of him or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so go ahead and roll damage for him then. He failed.
So sorry, what guy?
I rolled 11, the little warrior dude.
Okay, so that's 20 damage.
Okay. 20 radiant. As he's kind of like trying to swim across this kind of bloodied river, and Dorhan just lunges forward, piercing the front tip of his sword right into the demon. You see that the yellow burn just starts sparking off the side of this demon's head. All right, Darius, you're up.
Did this guy here roll?
No. Wait, might have a plus.
20. Okay. I will attack.
Well, either way, it's 10 damage because I only have 10. He only has 10 damage left.
I just have to see if as a plus of dexterity I closed his.
It doesn't matter because he's only going to get maximum 10 damage anyways. Even if he saves.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got a maximum total hits that he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So he only has 10 damage left to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but then if he saves, wouldn't it be 5?
No, it's
No,
10.
because it's going to be 20 normally, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So it took the damage. So as he
And
pierces it into
he's gone.
the warrior, he just immediately pivots to the left, sweeping through the side of the fire hound as the flames lick out at him, splashing, trying to splash on him, but it just kind of fizzles on the ground as Dorhan fades away.
Dorhan,
Not again. All right, so Darius, you're up.
All right, I'm going to attack this gargoyle right here. No, I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
The one that's
Actually, I'm gonna
behind the earth elemental.
No, the one that's right by Filbert.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know if I can reach the one way over there.
You get
That's
120 feet.
actually.
Whatever you want.
Ooh, maybe then. Hold on. Yeah, let's do this. All right, I'm gonna fire 2 of them.
Eldritch Blast.
Sure,
Minus 2 AC on this guy because he's still fucking slowed.
Ooh, no, I'm gonna attack Iraq.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be poo. That's a 3 plus anything. I doubt it's gonna work. Spell attack bonus is 7, so 10.
And now you let out your Eldritch Blast and it just dissipates across his robes.
All right, and then a 19.
19 hits.
All right, good. All right, D10. Where's my D10? D10.
Did Filbert take a hit on that one round? Or was
He did not.
Mastos? Okay.
It's ooh, shit. Oh shit. There. Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage.
And
same
I'm gonna
thing.
put up my hood,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna move slightly out of the way.
All right. So yeah, as you let this second Eldritch Blast out, and it dissipates again across these robes, but you do see some of it kind of like sink into him just a little, and he just backs up just for a second, and then just rights himself again.
All right.
Any other movement, or are you hanging out there?
That's all the movement I can do.
Okay.
It took me 4 squares to get to where I was from where I was.
That's fair. All right, Atlas, you are up.
All right. I'm going to.
Oh, sorry, Darius, did you add your 1d4 to that first attack roll?
No. But would it matter?
What did you roll in total again? Sorry.
10.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, go ahead, Alice.
Okay. I will. So he's the lightning demon's currently charging something, right?
So he is no longer the two globe things, blue things have been destroyed by the earth elemental.
Right, but someone was charging a spell up that wasn't.
Apologies, yeah, he's basically holding his spell for his next
Okay.
round. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, right now he's just moving really slow as he's
Yeah.
casting it. That's what it would look like.
Okay. All right.
And he's now he lowered down forwards. He's about 30 feet high right now.
Okay. Would dispel magic stop that spell?
No.
I guess not really, right?
We need
It'd have to be
counterspell.
counterspell.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to
If you can force him to use an action, it'll stop the spell. Because it says
Yeah.
he has to use his action on his next turn if he can.
Right. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to move here. So let me just make sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fly up here, and I'm gonna cast my megaphone on our buddy Iraq here. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna move here because that should be 60 feet.
So how high in the air are you going, or are you just staying level?
Oh, I don't even have to move at all. So I'm gonna rise up 20 feet into the air.
Okay. So 40 feet,
No.
basically. 20 for the rock,
Yeah.
20 up. Okay.
Yep.
Rise up.
And then I'm going to cast megaphone.
Okay.
You're just gonna hear like a screeching, chattering laughter. And he needs to roll a saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will for always hear the R2D2 scream.
12.
That's a fail. So he takes 2d12s. Damn it. Oh, I rolled that. It's been a while.
He hurts himself for 2d12.
12 on the first roll,
Okay.
and 3 on the other. So 15 points of damage.
Necrotic, right?
Necrotic. Yeah, necrotic.
All right. So as this kind of sound radiates out, and you see him kind of still floating there, you can almost see the black veins start to form in his head, and as they do, it looks like they kind of disappear into his scalp, and he kind of lets out a little.
Oh,
Okay. Anything else for you?
Did it look like it hurt him?
It looked like he was happy with what you did. He kind of let out like a appreciative sigh, like.
you
Okay.
healed him.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom my scalpel over to the gargoyle and stab it.
Alrighty. If you move there, you'll get advantage on it because you're flanking with Filbert.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Do it.
Do it. All right. Rolling 15 on the first one.
8 million years.
Plus any stuff or no?
Plus 7. Yeah, so 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. And then 1d4 plus 8. I will just roll it in here because it's easier. Is 9 points of piercing damage.
9. All right. We did stabs in its back.
And then I'm going to actually use my movement to fly back here. And I want to tuck myself in behind this rock.
So you moved 20. Oh, you didn't go up. Sorry.
I didn't move at all yet. I did go up
Gotcha.
20 feet, but I have 60 feet of movement, so I'm still good. Because this rock you said was 30 feet or 40 feet up,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
so I should be able to tuck in behind that.
Yep. Sounds good.
I'll just leave it right there. Okay, and that'll be it for my turn, and then I'll just yell to Filbert to follow my hand's lead.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Mr. Jak Nara. What say you, sir?
Jack is going to eyeball the archer that just tried to take a shot at him, and then kind of snap his head over at the lightning demon, and he's having a little more concern for the lightning demon. He is going to try to jump atop this right here.
Okay. Oh, I didn't.
And then he is going to, I believe I'm still in range too, yeah. And he's just going to fire off shots at the lightning demon.
All right, fire away.
Well, first, before he does that, he's only going to fire off 2, but he's going to aim down at it with his pretend gun, and he's going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And then he will fire off 2 shots. First one is an 18 on the die, plus 8, so 26.
He has -2 AC right now with his slow movement as well, so that definitely hits. Actually, he didn't try to save at the end of his round. Well, let me do that real quick. 8, great, perfect. Yeah, you still hit.
Awesome. Max damage on the crossbow bolt, so 11 points, and then I think it's just a straight D6 for Hunter's Mark. Okay, so 5 points of piercing plus 11 for my first attack.
Nice, nice, nice. You see your arrow just go right through it, almost leaving a tiny little hole in this entity's body.
Perfect. And a 19 on the die for the second one. And then technically I still get a D4, don't I?
That hits.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
27.
Okay, give me some damage, bruh.
And I just dropped my D6. But I rolled max damage on the bolt again. Another 8.
Nice.
Uno memento. Three extra piercing damage.
Great, gotcha.
What's ching-a-ling is my dice.
Oh.
Hollow metal, baby.
Doesn't your 8 have a plus though, right? What is it? Plus what? You're missing
Yeah,
damage.
it's 11. It's 8 plus 3, so it's 11.
You have
And then-
inspiration.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll
All right.
save
Or is
that.
that your damage?
That was damage.
That was
Yeah,
damage.
it was
Okay.
11 plus. So it was 11 plus 5 for the first bolt, and then 11
Right.
plus 3 for the second bolt.
Gotcha.
Inspiration only works for D20s, and you're like, you only get 10 minutes. Keep that in mind.
You're talking about bless or inspiration?
Inspiration.
He
I
inspired.
inspired him before combat in the last session, and then
Yeah, it took us
5
about
minutes
5.
to get here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we'll say you got 5 minutes left. All right. Anything else for Mr. Jack?
Nope.
No movement?
I moved.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Gotcha.
well, let me double check and make sure I'm out of range. Not that I'm, abusing that. I'm right in range. Oh well.
Well, you only
It
moved
worked.
5, 10, 15. You got like 10 foot of movement left if you do want to move either way.
You know what? Let's jump on this rock where A.T.L.A.S is hiding. Little snipe on the
Okay.
edge.
All right, well, let's head you back there. Because it is elevated, so you're going to have to use a little movement upwards too. So we'll say you're on the edge of this rock.
Copy that.
All right, Mr. Lapidus.
Charge! I let a howl, a scream, a roar. Roar. And I charge. At Dickhead McCheesemo here.
Okay.
He's up in the air.
He's
Well,
10 feet.
Oh, I thought you
So-
said he went up 30.
that means nothing for a Saytr who can
Oh, shit.
jump at
He did
him.
go up 30 when he moved over from here. He was 10 feet over by the water.
So that changes everything.
He is 30
Yeah.
feet.
30 and not 10.
I hate
Yeah,
elevation.
thought
If only we had a map that had different levels of elevation.
topography.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and so by the way, I did roll a save on the scout that disappeared, invisibility, and he did save. By the way, I rolled a 20 on his slow, so he's no longer slowed.
So could I instead?
Why are you doing
Okay.
that?
Can we not do
Use
that, please?
That's not even me. Just saying.
I just meant
That's not me.
whoever it was.
That wasn't me. That was clearly Jay.
Clearly, Jack. Can I switch turns and use my golem or my? Now you got me saying it.
He shares the same
elemental-
initiative, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll have him go first,
Okay, sure.
and he will walk his big ass over to a rack.
Okay.
and he is going to go for a slam attack. 2 slam attacks, actually, on him. Yeah, it's my which D20? I forgot which one I last left off on. Oh, that's a 26.
26 hits.
Yeah, it does. Oh, that was poo. 11
Okay.
damage for the first one.
11 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm. And the second one, 23.
That hits.
Or, yep, 23. And...
Jesus.
Oh, that was much better. That's a 13.
13 damage. Okay.
Yeah, 13.
All right. Does he have another attack? Does he have 3?
No, that was just 2 multi-attacks.
Okay.
2 slam attacks.
So as the earth elemental, we want to call him a golem, raises his big meaty rocks and just slams his hands together to try and crush, because he holds in the air. And you see him kind of wince a little bit and pull back and kind of push the arms off. And as he does this, he has this look at his face. He spins around and he has this kind of a grimace. You can see his forehead crinkle, staring at Labados, hearing the commands come from him. Labados, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, fine. Gotta see how much I had.
As he uses a legendary action.
16.
As he looks at you and grimaces, you see the engravements on his blindfold and his robes glow slightly in this black purplish glow, and you feel this oppressiveness start to come inside your mind. And as you do, you start to see visions of demons just running swarms, waves and waves of demons, and you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed at the last second. You just and you just see him kind of wince back a little bit as you resist whatever he was trying to do.
Woo! Not gonna lie, he had me in the first half. And
right,
so
your
my turn, I will. It's 30 feet up, eh? Oh, that just means I'm climbing on top of my golem. Earth Elemental. God damn it, it's a golem.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble up there. Hold on, do I have to scramble?
So yeah, you got 40 feet of movement, right?
Yeah. If I go up 10, 20. So if I go up 50, I can get to him. And then, okay, this is gonna be so good.
If you're trying to get up there first, roll a dexterity, a general dexterity check. Well, acrobatics.
Ooh, 14 plus 7. That is 21.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, so I make it up there?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to oh no, I read that wrong. I'm gonna instinctive pounce and use my bonus action to move half my movement speed towards Iraq and attack him mid fucking air.
Okay. So you don't need to. You have enough movement with the 40, and because the golem isn't resisting you climbing it, your movement would get you to the top of the golem.
Oh, okay.
So you would be within range.
And then
just,
I attack then, just normally.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I know it's hard to tell when we start to talk about elevation. It's really hard to tell like movement distance and stuff. So.
It really is.
All right. Yeah. You just charge forward, and as you kind of leap up onto the knee of the golem and woof, up on the top of the elemental, and you spin around Bone blades swinging.
I'm blowing on my dice for a hot 20. That is not a hot 20. Thank for reckless attack because
Yeah.
tip.
What?
I got a 5 and a 3. So that's a 12? Does a 12 hit him?
So 12 does not. So as you land, you go to swing, you just lose your footing a little bit on the top of the elemental, kind of slip for a little, and your first swing misses.
Oh no, I can't banish those dice. Can't. They're gonna. Oh, okay, that's all right. And this is my second attack. Sorry, extra attack. Oh god. 17.
17 just hits.
And 1d8. So 8 damage.
Okay.
And since I didn't use my bonus action to leap into the air like a majestic warrior who would also plummet to 30 feet, that I didn't really will use his bonus action to do the attack thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh my god, these rolls are holy cow. Thankfully I have advantage. Oh my god. 16 hit? Does a 16 hit?
Add your 1d4 and maybe it will.
Oh yeah. That's 14. Oh yeah, it's +7 actually. It's not +4. It's +7. So 18. Oh yeah, that's 23.
That hits.
Okay, 23. Okay, good. Yeah, I forgot about that +7 there for a second there. And 7 damage.
7 damage. Got it. Yeah, she's unleashed with a barrage of rage. Bone blades swinging. Managed to take some chunks. You see the robe start to kind of slit in. See a little bit of black blood starting to trickle out of his side. But he doesn't look like he's overly phased with you.
Low rolls, I get that. It's all right. Next turn. And I take a big whiff of that blood. A smirk, snarl, ready for it.
All right. As he kind of watches, as he kind of looks out of the corner as you do these swings towards his back, he kind of says, you all hear this again as if he's kind of standing beside you. Well, the key's almost here. This won't matter much soon. And he...
What?
So he looks to... You know what? Lapidus just ripped into him. He's going to attack Lapidus.
Yeah, I would hope so. I'm big
So-
and scary.
So as you kind of slice, you see this black stuff start to come out, and he turns around. He says this to all of you. He just smiles at you, Lapidus, and he just lifts up both of his hands, and just a slight pulse towards you. And you see this green energy just pulse out of his hands, right into your body. Perhaps. Level, yeah. 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. So this green energy pulsing out of his hands, and you feel this strange energy try to kind of absorb into your body. But if you kind of like stand your ground, you almost feel like something splashing off your body, even though you visually see nothing but this green energy. As he kind of like just sneers at you. And he starts to back away. And he floats right over here. If you wish to take an attack opportunity, you're more than welcome.
I do. I would absolutely love to. Yeah! Wow, man. You know what? That dice is in jail. Dice jail. Get out of here. Yeah, that big boy. There we go. That's a 17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Aww. 5 damage. I rolled
Okay.
1.
Just as he starts to kind of like back away and float away from you, just one last slash at him as he backs away. Still holding his 30 feet in the air. We're by the edge of the river now. And that will be sorry?
Down by the river.
Down by the river. So other than the Atlas replying to that, did anybody else reply? Sorry, just went into the combat. No?
Jak is not gonna say anything.
Okay. All right. So the gargoyles, this poor guy, he just wants to get into the fight. Half his speed, so flies over to the golem, and he will make an attack. You can only attack once because of the stupid slow. So you will try to take
Isn't
a
it
bite.
Earth Elemental?
Earth elemental. So yeah, 10. Does that hit your Earth elemental? Please. So he tries to bite into the Earth elemental, and you hear this crack almost as the teeth do not penetrate the Earth elemental, and he rolled an 11, so he's still slowed. Great.
Also, I don't have Sentinel, so I don't technically get an opportunity attacks.
Anybody does. It's just Sentinel makes them they can't move if you hit them.
Oh, I guess Sentinel.
And then the gargoyle down by Filbert, and the hand, he will obviously lash out of Filbert. Opening up, trying to take a bite out of him. His first attack, he just lunges forward, and Filbert just flopping all over the place.
Like a wacky inflatable balloon man.
Yeah. And as he does, you see him almost wrap one of his vines around the head of the gargoyle and just pass to the side as the gargoyle now sinks its teeth into the demon beside him. Which hits for
Is that a nat 1?
11. I use as a key point? No.
Oh,
One of his abilities. Key point. And then it tries to, seeing it sink into the demon, kind of like a little bit confused, swings around and tries to lurch its claws into Filbert. So that does hit for 12 slashing damage. As Filbert starts to retract his vines, it just catches him on the way by. As Filbert just kind of tries to retract back and kind of crawls down a little bit. And that is the gargoyle's turn. Filbert retaliates and starts laying into the gargoyle. A flurry of metal vines. As he misses with his first, hits with the second. He'll do a flurry of blows. Oh, damn. So he hits twice for 11 and for 5, so 16 damage. He just unleashes into this gargoyle. You see this black fluid just spurting everywhere as this thing's it's just hovering 5 feet off the ground, just trying to keep itself afloat. It looks severely damaged. It is hanging on for life. Filbert will keep his position there. You guys see now the lightning demon. He is going to... He's going to... 5, 10...
He's gonna finish casting a spell.
Yeah, no, I know. He's got to do that, but he can move too. It's just the
I figured he
action
would
he
have
has
to
to take.
initiate it first.
Well, assuming he could hold the spell and move and do it. Does it? It just says he has to use his action on his next turn.
Yeah, that's
to be
fair.
that. So he moves over half of his speed. He does move down because he's trying to get a better angle.
Sorry, just for Filbert, are you rolling a d4 for his attacks?
No. So the one that he missed was a 7, so even a 4 would be 11, so he'd still miss. But I will try to remember that.
Oh, I thought he missed 2 of them.
Yeah, the other one was 11. So 15 we missed as well. Oh, wait, maybe it wouldn't. Let's see. E4. Oh, you rolled a
How
4.
many people can you bless though?
So that would be 15.
Well, I cast at a higher level so I could get all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
15. Okay, so it's still, yeah, missed. Okay, cool. All
So he still missed?
Yeah. So yeah, the lightning demon slowly moving down and across, using about 30 feet of movement as he floats down. And finally, this ball of energy that he's been holding for feels like forever, he releases it and pushes forwards as lightning spurts from the ground for 100 feet from where he is, right off the mat. So Lapidus, Jak, and A.T.L.A.S, all dexterity saving throws, please.
Through the rocks?
Yeah, the lightning, yeah. Lightning bolt comes up
Jak-
from the ground in a 100-foot line.
Jak
Thank
rolled a
God.
23.
This is lightning damage. I have a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, hold
It
on.
doesn't matter because it doubles anyway.
Okay,
Well, it matters.
so I'm sorry. Okay, so A.T.L.A.S, your roll was what? Sorry,
Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay, so you would normally take 22. So you save. So that's 11. So 11 damage.
Plus, so I double that, right?
No, 11 damage. Your shield is a shield of lightning resistance. So
Okay.
you're like balanced out at normal.
That's why it's not on my stat rock anymore that I just noticed.
Okay, cool.
cool.
And then Jak, you were
I rolled a 23.
all right. So you take 11 points of lightning damage.
When it hits Jak, you will notice that he like really tanks this hit more than normal because he is lightning resistant.
Awesome. Yeah, as you see it coming, you kind of hold up your gauntlet and it's almost looks like it absorbs some of the electricity into the gauntlet. And Lapidus, what's your dex saving throw?
25. He's muted
25. And wait, how did you know?
because I read your lips say 25.
Oh yeah,
You didn't make any sound.
You know what those lips are always saying.
25, and I take it even more impressively than Jak did because he is also resistant to it.
Am I the
All
only
right.
one not
So it'd be
resistant to lightning?
normally 11, so
Bro.
you take 5 damage then, 5 lightning damage.
I was going to say I'm allergic. I'm resistant to everything.
And then the lightning
No,
demon
you're
will
not.
try to save. Oh, for fuck's sake. He rolled a 3. He's still slowed.
That's right. Stay
Jesus.
slowed, bitch.
So does the demon, like, did this little guy get hit with the lightning too?
He would have, yes. And the
And
gargoyle.
the gargoyle, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Over the gargoyle, I would assume.
15,
And Filbert? Or no?
I assume.
16.
they all
Filbert,
say.
I don't think he was actually in the line.
No, he's
'Cause it-
not.
yeah, because it's only a 5 foot, so Filbert's good. So okay, so 1 save, 1 not save.
Oh, how we all fucking lined up for
So-
that too, eh?
Hey,
We weren't lined up for it. He moved to line us up for it.
Yeah.
So
He
as this lightning
metagamed.
goes through, and all of you seem to just be like, yeah, you kind of like shrug it off. A.T.L.A.S, for the first time, you kind of like, you wince, readying for the intense pain to come, and you see, pew, 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 pew. You see these sparks just fly off your shield as you raise your arm up.
I'm alive. Jak, look.
I watched Jack jump off the rock.
Whoa, whoa.
Jak snaps back around.
Shoots an arrow at me.
Way to go, buddy.
All right. So you see the as the lightning just channels down, you see the gargoyle as it's kind of reeling from the attacks of Filbert just get completely obliterated. Pieces of it just fly everywhere as it gets completely decimated. And the warrior demon, as it's kind of getting ready to attack Filbert, as he kind of almost blows it back as you see all this lightning just flicking off its skin, burning half of its armor away. You can see this exposed flesh underneath with this black ooze just dripping all down it as it's screaming out in pain. Even after this, though, it lunges out and takes its swings towards Filbert, using what little energy it has left to try and bring him down with his demon blade for 20. Okay, so 9, so 17 damage. Actually, damage. Oh, gotta add 8 back. So he's going to use, forget what it's called. Yeah, forget what it's called. He's using a key point. As he tries to kind of back away from some of the damage as the sword hits him, and in the second attack comes in.
What did it hit him for?
It hit him for 17, so 8. So Snick's one attack is 23 damage, so that's 18.
Another
So-
18 damage?
Yeah, it's 18. He's down to 13 now. So he takes a second hit as well, trying to dodge out of the way, but it just catches the arm piece of the armor, and you see kind of his right arm kind of go limp almost as the green fluid starts to leak out of his shoulder, looking very, very hurt. The warrior demon will stay there. Okay.
Am I allowed to see Filbert's health?
Yeah, he's like almost psychically connected to you.
Okay. Are you able to show me that? Like on the... We'll don't worry about that later. But...
It's on the character sheet.
Oh, I didn't know that was like shared.
It should be with you,
Oh.
I think.
No, because it still says he's full health.
Oh, okay.
on
Yeah, we'll
mine,
figure that
so-
out.
Yeah, don't worry about it right now.
So, yeah, he's at 13 right now.
Okay.
So the top demon moved one already. He used his dash. This guy 30. Then he will take aim. Darius. So Darius, you see the dog demons
Who's aiming at me? I'm
slide down the.
invisible.
Oh, are you? Wow.
Yeah.
He's seen you move into that area, so he's gonna fire at disadvantage.
I remember I said, so I was here, I put my cloak up, and then I moved over here so nobody would know where I was.
Okay. Yeah, he's shooting over there at disadvantage.
Defense.
That's what happens if you're trying to hit somebody who's invisible.
Yeah, but he shouldn't even know I'm there. He's just shooting randomly into
Hey, he knows you're over there somewhere. He's seen you cloak up
All right.
and move. Like, he's shooting in that area. That's why it's a disadvantage. Am I wrong in the rules? If you're trying to hit somebody who's invisible?
No, but it also doesn't make sense. But you do you, man.
He could sense you in different ways.
He's seen you cast the slow spell on everybody. So he's making you the primary target because he doesn't have the person who was
Right,
there
but
before.
he wouldn't know where I am. Like, if I was here and I went invisible, how would he see me move from that spot?
That
He
means-
should be shooting where I was.
We
Nobody
gotta
would-
remember, everything's happening in seconds, right?
Yeah, it's
so
not-
if he sees you, like, I mean,
It feels like it's
So
been 10
I was
minutes.
back here when I cast slow, and then I moved up here, went invisible, and then moved over here. But again, if you want to do it, do it. I don't think that makes any sense because he wouldn't see where I moved to.
What if he's not using sight to see?
If that's the case, then fine.
There are
But it's
some
like
people that
you-
can
you
see
took-
invisible.
You took
So-
your scout off the map on this cliff here, so now I can't aim at him.
You can.
but
You would aim at
can in
disadvantage.
that
But
area.
I would have to aim exactly where I saw him before.
No, you're
he
thinking too
disappeared.
literal. We're talking just
Yeah.
game rules. If you're trying to hit somebody in a region that's invisible, then you would roll at disadvantage,
Yeah, I know.
right? But he rolled a 10 and a 9, so it's all a moot point. He missed whoever he was shooting at. And it is now the 2 warrior demons that are in the water. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And he used his dash, so he can't do anything. Five, 25. Okay, so he's gonna actually he would only get there. He's gonna take a swing at the earth elemental.
You mean the earth golem?
Yeah, follow.
So 11 and 12. Fuck sake. So yeah, he runs up and bing, bing. Just kind of looks at his sword like, is there something wrong with this thing? Okay, and then
the wheel,
5, 10, 15, 20. And he gets there with his dash, so he can't do anything either. The Firehound. 10, 20, rushes over.
How
to
committed
Lapis.
this Firehound has been.
So he runs over to you, Lapidus. Oh wait, you're still on the shoulders of the golem.
Yep,
Okay. So
riding high, buddy.
as this Firehound charges towards you and sees you up there, it stops about 10 feet away, and you see it kind of lurch back on its legs. Almost looks like it's ready to pounce, but then it leans up, and you see this fire exhale from its mouth up towards you. Dexterity saving throw for you and your earth elemental.
Mouse. Oh, well. I think I have advantage. That is a 19 for me. I rolled a 1 on my first roll, by the way.
19 for you.
And a 12, I think, because he has -1. Yes, so a 12 for my golem.
Okay, so the golem fails. So he takes the full 9 fire damage. And then you saved, so you take 2 in total because it's halved and then resistance. I rolled a 4, a 3, and a 1 and a 1. That's the worst damage freaking rolls ever.
You know what? I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
So it sprays up. As it does so, you see the golem at the back. The gargoyle. It's slowly flapping its wings behind the back head of the earth elemental. Get completely covered in this molten fire and just dissipate into nothing. And that's the Firehound's turn. Darius, you're up.
All right, I want to shoot your invisible guy.
Shoot at
Okay.
the invisible guy.
The one that's down to the south.
I don't know where he is. You took him off the map. But-
Well, the one that you've seen that was over there, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So 18 and 24. So obviously the 18 because he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
As you look over and you see, you're trying to figure out where he is, and you see at the top of the rocks in the middle, you see a couple little pebbles fall down. You're like, got him. You unleash the spell.
10 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again.
Do it again.
Does it break the invisibility if they get hit, or?
No.
All right, well, I hit again because I did an 18 and a 15 that time, and that's +7. So
Okay. All right. Give me some damage, brah.
3 damage. I need to check the distance on that because I'll have to adjust my movement if I'm too far away. No, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. Eldritch Blast is awesome for range. I throw it across the map.
Hail
We're gonna go
Mary.
right now.
I will re-engage the hood, and
Okay.
I'm going to go over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. That's good right there. And that's my turn.
All right. Atlas, you are up.
All right. I am also going to. I'm going to I can use my scalpel first, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move
It's a
my
bonus
scalpel
action.
here,
so.
and so it'll be flanking, and I will roll.
Alrighty. This thing is looking so hurt.
So 4, 5, 6, 17.
17 hits.
Okay, I'm going to roll damage on that. Which is 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, so it goes right in the back as it's aiming towards Filbert. Lurches forward a little bit. You can see he almost drops to one knee as he's hardly got the strength to hold his sword.
Okay. I guess in this case, I will move up, and I will actually. I'm gonna come around this way so I can get the eyesight on him.
Okay.
And I will cast. Where are we? Where are we here? Actually, I'm not going to bother with him. I'm going to come over by Darius here, and I'm going to actually. What is my distance from here to where I was? 60 feet. How high up is she? Or he? Eric?
They're holding at 30 feet.
Holding at 30 feet.
Yeah, so they went horizontal from the golem over to there.
Okay.
Earth elemental. Damn it.
What am I? Yeah, I will cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So they must make a dexterity saving
Am I
throw.
rolling? Dex. 8.
Okay, so that is a fail. And 2d8s, 8 and 7. Ooh. So
8 and 7.
15 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I want to focus in on see how that reacts, or how they react to that.
Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of focus this, and it looks like he's more surveying. His eyes are kind of on Jak right now. As you look down below, and you have this little small ball of yellow light that kind of appears just below his feet. And almost in a split second, flames just like a column shoots up, almost engulfing all of him as he winces back. And you can see the burns, the kind of slices that he had and the damage he had before almost just seem to be burning with this white hot flame. It doesn't seem to be sealing up. It seems to be almost peeling his skin away.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Okay. So you're saying it looks like it hurt him.
He looks a little disgruntled with that attack, yes.
Radiant damage.
Okay,
He
so I'm
looks
going. I'm flying back behind this tree, right in the corner of the map.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming if there's a back, like if I get behind this tree into cover, that's where I want to be.
Okay. Yeah, you can get like 3/4 cover back there, yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And that will be that's it for my turn.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Jak, you are up. Looks like Arak is just staring at you for some reason. Well, his head is
Lovely,
pointed towards you. You can't see his eyes. He's wearing a blindfold.
Jak's gonna kind of look at him, kind of give a smile at him, and then he's gonna turn back to the lightning demon. He's gonna reach in his bag. He's gonna flick his wrist, and a bolt's gonna shoot out. He's gonna slide in an explosive bolt, and he's going to look back at the lightning demon, and he is going to fire off a bolt at him.
Okay.
And I'll take a nat 20 for the night.
Ooh, that
Yay.
definitely hits.
Excellent. So 28 to hit. So I get a full D8 plus. So that will be 14 points on the crossbow bolt. And then I get
Hunter's Mark?
2d6 fire damage and then Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I just chucked a dice on the floor. I'm keeping the roll. It was a 5. So we'll do 2 more points of piercing damage and
Okay.
then 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Just like to point out that in tabletop games, dice on the floor is considered cocked dice.
Yeah. All good. We're
Is
just
it?
rolling with it.
It is.
It's fine.
Hey, I took a 3 earlier, alright?
All right, so this explodes, right? He's
Yeah,
20
and
feet in the
anything in
air.
a 5-meter radius is affected unless it's out of range of that. I don't know.
Well, the earth elemental would be, and technically Lapidus would as well.
If I was shooting it directly, like
You could, if you could aim a little bit to the side, that's fine. Yeah.
Well,
so
I
you
aim
can
right
picture me-
here.
Picture me right here.
yeah,
Like,
What if I
fly-
hugging the front of the
right
room.
there?
So you could either, you won't hit both because it's a 5-meter radius, right? So he's up,
Gotcha.
the lightning demon's up in the air. Again,
Okay.
elevation is a pain in the ass to work with. So he's 20 feet in the air.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. The lightning demon takes a tremendous amount of ridiculous damage.
Excellent. For my second bolt, I rolled a 19 plus 8.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And he will be utilizing his last explosive bolt and will launch this one as well.
Damn. All right.
So, D8 on first. So, 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
I will not let my dice fall on the ground this time. I just rolled 3 5s. So 15.
Okay. So
5
you have
piercing.
You have Hunter's Mark
Yeah.
on this guy, right? Don't you need to roll for that as well?
It's 2d6 fire damage, and then I was rolling Hunter's Mark, so I just
Oh,
rolled
okay.
3 dice.
All right, perfect. All right, yeah, you unleash. You guys see these arrows fly out from Jak as they both almost lodge at exactly the same time. Kind of pivoted them both in that little hole that you made earlier, and they both just collide with each other, and this huge explosion as it kind of winces away. It almost looks like the body almost came apart and then kind of forms back together again. As it immediately, its head whips around towards Jak away from the earth, the earth elemental.
Excellent. And as it makes eye contact with Jak, Jak's going to give her a wink as he fires off his last bolt.
All right.
It's a 15 on the die, so 15 plus 8 is 23. Good night.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I'm wittily quacked at Fortnite right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I don't need to roll these extra dice. I'm out of fire arrows. 7 on the die, so 10 piercing and 5 extra piercing from Hunter's Mark.
Damn.
Gosh, I feel like an animal right now.
Yeah, this third arrow just piercing in. This thing is like almost shimmering now, like trying to hold its form. These lightning sparks are coming off its head, its body. It's having a hard time trying to hold its form right now. In seeing this, you see Arak turn around and reach out his hands and uses a legendary action to fire a necrotic ray at you. Does a 10 hit?
Oh, Jesus, man.
That's big.
He rolled a 2.
No,
Like,
it does not.
so
What
it
a
doesn't.
night to have.
So yeah, so he focuses and see what you're doing, and you see this beam, this green beam, just it almost looks like it's laser focused right in your chest. And as you see it coming, you just duck out of the way while you let loose your last arrow as it just continues past you into nothingness.
Excellent, excellent.
Lapidus, you're up.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
No movement for Jak. I was just gonna say I end.
Okay, awesome. Lapidus, you're up.
Just
before I put another pierogi in my mouth. I am going to. Oh man.
Jak and Darius, can you both roll perception checks, please?
I will move my golem
Okay.
with me on top.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move me to Iraq.
Okay.
Should I roll a dexterity saving throw for moving, for this golem moving?
You
with me
can.
on top?
You can, yes. I mean, unless it's a 1. Just for funsies.
It's a 20. It's a
Okay.
21.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Just because I have advantage on them. I'm like,
yeah. As you're walking across, you're just hopping from actual shoulder to shoulder, like over his head, just ready as he runs forwards towards Iraq.
ready to fist him. And I will launch 2 heavy fists at him.
All right.
That was 1. That is... Man, I always forget. 7, yeah. Dirty 20.
30-20 hits.
First one. And that is 6 damage.
Damn it. That's about it.
I'm going to switch up dice. Come on. Turn this 2 into a 20. Oh, I caught that dice. 18. Sorry, yeah, 18.
18 hits.
And I will do this dice. Oh, yeah. 12 damage.
Solid.
All right.
My full damage.
He
And
goes in for
for
the
my
slamming.
bonus action.
This was your goal, your Earth Elemental, right?
No, this was me.
Oh, that was you
Oh,
swinging?
I guess. Yeah, yeah, this is me swinging. I should have done
Okay.
the Earth Elemental, though. You're
It's
right.
all good.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, okay.
Ayo.
But I'm finishing up. This is my bonus action. attack.
Yeah, gotcha. The third swing, yeah.
Yeah. 6, 4, 10, 18 damage.
18 damage, nice.
And this will be for my elemental.
Okay.
What was his stat again? Oh god. I think it was +7. That's 13.
13 does not hit.
And for the second, oh, nat 1.
All right. There he goes to swing, and Rock hardly even moving, just shifts to the side a little bit. And your golem stumbles as the momentum kind of spins it around. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
That is 16.
Okay. As he swings around, you start to
Advantage. 17.
feel yourself slide. And you just grab the back of his head, and you manage to kind of just swing yourself back up onto the other shoulder, avoiding falling to the ground.
You also get a D4.
You gingerly just pull yourself up real quick.
3.
Yeah. So Jak and Darius, what were your perception checks?
Nat 20.
18.
Damn. So both of you, although focused on the combat, both of you notice movement to the south. And it looks like one of the gargoyles carrying some sort of humanoid body heading towards you guys, or up towards the tree, essentially, just out of range of where you guys are right now. About 100, 150 feet away to the south. So down, kind
I
of
don't see this.
down, kind
Probably
of
the
pinging
gate.
down there. Where are you on the map? Why can't I see you?
In the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, right.
South.
Yeah, you roll a perception as well.
16 plus 7.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, because you're further and closer, you can see this is a gargoyle. It is flying forwards as fast as it can, and its bottom claws clutching Juranic, who you can see it looks to be unconscious, forearms just dangling. You can see blood streaming out. Looks heavily wounded.
Okay.
So Lapidus,
Called
that
it.
was it for you, right?
Yep. Yep, that was... Yep.
All right, perfect. So Arak reeling from these barrage of attacks, not looking as confident and casual as he was before. Something seems to have drawn his attention. And he uses his bonus action. You see him bring his hands in together and then just kind of sweep his hands down. And it looks like he's about to lurch forwards at you, Lapidus. But instead, just smoke appears in front of you. And he
Motherfucking Misty
appears over... Oh, I gotta move this demon out of the way. Over by the behind the tree. And as he hangs there, see his hands start to move together, and he pushes it out, this purple black energy that you've seen before, as it erupts between Jak and Filbert. Jak, if you could roll a dexterity saving throw, please. As so will Filbert.
No, not a good roll.
D4.
Oh, and I have inspiration, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6 on the die. I get a +7, so I'm at 13. Let's see if I roll good on my D4. Okay, that put me at a 16. I think I'm going to risk it at a 16. I'm going to save my inspiration.
Okay.
I die.
So-
I die immediately.
Mm,
So you take 13 psychic damage.
Will I know if I saved?
Filbert, also trying to avoid this thing, takes exactly 13 damage as well. And you watch Filbert as he crumples to the ground, trying to absorb this psychic damage, was just overwhelmed. I told you all it didn't have to be like this, but here we are. You all hear this in your ear holes.
mhm.
All right, Filbert makes his first death saving throw.
Jak will say, "You're not looking so hot, buddy."
It won't matter soon enough. So Filbert succeeds his first death saving throw. Let's go, Filbert!
Yay!
And just as this happens, the lightning demon starts moving forwards. 5, 10, 15, 20. He summons the lightning again, tries to charge it up. Oh, he looks like he's pushing it out, but something seems to be stopping it. Wait, does he have a plus? 14? Does that save?
No,
Darius?
there's no plot. Is this for his spell?
It's for the saving throw for slow, because he can't fucking cast it right now.
No, but so if he's doing his spell, there's no modifier. It's a D20, 11 or higher. He has to wait till his next turn, and 1 to 10, he does
Yeah.
it this turn.
Fair. So he's waiting till next turn, because I rolled that, and then I rolled a 2, so he's still slowed. All right, perfect. Amazing. All right. The warriors. So they see him drop down. He's no longer a threat. They can't see Darius. They're a little bit scared of the earth elemental, but they do see it broken apart a little bit. So they will both charge over there. And both take swings at the earth elemental
Bring it.
with their demon blades. 16?
Dang.
15?
Oh yeah, that one hit.
All right, so the first one just lunges wildly at it, missing. The second one, 14 and a 22. So the 14 just missing. The 22, it just sinks into it, finds a little gap in the broken rocks in its leg, and it just sinks its blade in. And as it does, you can see the earth elemental start to wince as it takes 15 slashing and 1 necrotic.
So it takes 8 slashing.
7, you round down. 1 necrotic. Okay. And that is their turn. This guy is going to run over 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to throw a metal net. You've seen these before. He tries to throw it up towards Lapidus, trying to bring you off the top of the golem.
Saving throw?
No, it's actually like a ranged attack. So 25. But hits, obviously. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage as you're knocked off and land on the ground.
Jay, cutting words it.
And then...
I can't.
No,
I can't
attack.
see, and 2, I'm out of inspiration.
So roll a strength saving throw, please.
Ho ho ho, mister. I have advantage on strength, thank God.
Shouldn't have bragged
1d4.
about it.
Add a d4. Add a d4.
Should I take the 1 or should I take the 2? Oh, disadvantage. That one.
Add a d4 though.
Plus 4.
I
so
thought you
5.
had advantage.
I did, and I rolled a 1, and I rolled a 2.
So it's a 2.
Plus the d4. Did you roll the d4?
So yeah, as the net knocks you off and you feel the pain of like hitting the ground, bam, which is I guess 3 bludgeoning damage because your resistance. This metal net just hits the mark and the little spikes. You see these little runes glow up in these spikes and they just stick into the ground and you're currently restrained.
Not grappled, restrained.
Oh, yeah. Yep, 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 yep.
So that is the turn for that. Jak, you all of a sudden to your left you see an arrow coming towards your head as a demon lets loose from the rock across from you. At advantage. 27 hits, so take 7 piercing and 5 necrotic, so 12 damage. And then the second attack, regular, hits for 22, so 9 piercing and 4 necrotic, so 13 total.
Jak is not looking super good.
What did you just get hit with?
2 arrows.
How much damage?
12 and then 13. He moves up a little bit, but he will stay there. The other one across the water, north of you, Lapidus. He starts firing at the Earth Elemental because you're on the ground. He doesn't have a great shot at you. So he lets loose 2 shots, 26 and a 21.
Yeah.
So that's a total of, with both shots, 14 piercing, so I guess 7 piercing, and 9 necrotic.
On my elemental, right?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Yep.
Damn! And then he is going to...
Said 9 necrotic, right?
Yeah.
He's looking thin.
5.
He's a
yeah.
thin elemental.
So
now.
he's going to shift
Quite
over
thin.
this way. And then the last one. Have to move. He's also going to take 2 shots at the Earth Elemental. Ooh, 22 and 16.
The 16 does not hit, the 22 does.
All right, so 8 piercing, so 4 piercing, and 5 necrotic. You guys just see this
Right.
barrage of arrows. So it was 12. 8 piercing and 5 necrotic. So 4 piercing.
9
5
altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, as you look at your kind of on the ground looking up at your elemental, you just see parts of its rock and earth is falling off it as you see this, the black almost veins just surging throughout its whole body. And that is all of them. Okay, so the Fey Warrior Demon, he already went. Okay, the Fey Hound. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to use his breath again. He lurches forward and you see this fire, a cone of fire shoot out. Dexterity saving throw from your golem. And are you at disadvantage?
18.
18? Okay, good. So he saves.
I had a 19, but it was -1.
So he takes, oh dang. So he takes eight fire damage. That save. You watch one warrior demon right in front of the fire hound get completely melted, just dissolves into the ground.
Bye.
So for Lapidus, I'm just quickly checking. Attack rolls disadvantage. Yeah, so you roll at disadvantage. So roll a normal saving throw for Lapidus. You didn't already?
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, because restraint takes away your advantage.
Okay. Dirty 20 then.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, you take 8 fire. That was a good roll.
Okay. 8 fire?
Yeah. So 4.
Okay. So 4. Taking a lot of damage, but I'm still kicking.
Right? All right.
Jesus.
The Darius you see from the south. You see this black gargoyle now kind of come just into sight. At the bottom, as you see Duranic hanging from it underneath.
How far away is it now?
It's on the map now to the south.
Oh, down there. Okay. All right. Oh, perfect. Let's hope this works. It's gonna make things harder, but it'll stop him from getting there. 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Shit. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash with my boots. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna look up at it and I'm gonna shout, "You're not dying, just dying of laughter." And I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
I've always wanted to hear a gargoyle laugh.
So
I think it's wisdom again. Hold on.
wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Yeah.
Creature of your choice. All right, I'm sure he's super wise. 4. Let's go. Is it immediate or next turn? 4 we give an nasty to list and for reservation for. Oh, 4 or less is an affected intelligence. Shit.
Is it 4 or 5?
Yeah, he takes it.
It looks like it's instant. It looks like
Yeah, I think it's instant. All right. Yeah, so you cast this out. You say these words, and although you don't know if it speaks common at all, this thing seems to react to you, and then it just falls to the ground as it drops Duranic bleeding on the ground beside him.
You can take slow off of all your slowed targets now.
So he is laughing to the one person that had it left.
Scariest one.
Yeah.
But I didn't want the key reaching the tree, so.
You must stop the key from reaching the key master.
All right. Anything else for you?
I don't think. Oh, yes. No, never mind. Shit.
Do it!
No, I can't. I was going to heal him, but it's not a cantrip.
Oh.
So I will have to wait until my next turn, and then I will heal Dranic. And I'm out of movement, so that's pretty much everything I think I can do. Hold on. Let me just,
Is there any cantrip you can do?
no. One action, one action, one action. Yeah, they're all actions. I got no bonus action cantrips.
Set phase. Well, you bonus action dash, anyways.
Oh yeah, that's right. So no, I'm completely out of everything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Atlas, you're up. You can now visually see what happened with Dranic and the gargoyle coming in.
Okay. I'm going to move here. And I'm going to cast Channel Divinity, Preserve Life.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. Hold on. Let me just check my range here before I do any more. 60 feet. No, line. Hold on. Gotta be over here. Okay. Good. So I'm going to divvy up. I'm going to give. How does Mastos look? Oh, he's fine. Never mind.
Lapidos is fine. He's tough.
Lapidos. Yeah. I'm going to give. So I'm going to give 5 to myself. I'm going to give 10 or 15 to Jak. And 5 to Filbert.
Okay.
So that should bring Filbert up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what level am I? Oh, I'm lying. Hold on, I got more than that. Thinking I'm level 5. 10 more points. So I'll give 5 more to Filbert, so he's at 10 health.
Okay.
And no, I'm lying. 5 to Filbert. And I'll give an extra 5 to Jak and then 10 to Mastos. Or whatever.
Lapidus.
Lapidos, yeah.
Okay.
Bless up.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure it doesn't go over half your health, guys. You can't get more than what half your max health is with those heals.
Well, let me know if it caps out, because then I'll have healing. left over.
Don't even bother with me then.
You're not even below half.
Listen,
right, so-
I could have taken 1 point of healing. All right.
So I'll give 5 more to myself.
Okay.
And then, Jak, do you have room for another 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 5 more to Jak.
Jack's
Oh,
looking
shit,
at
you
his
were
health and
super
it's
low.
like,
I was at 4 health.
How much do you have left to get to half?
1 more.
Okay, so then I'll give you the 1. I'm not gonna-
Yay!
And okay, so for that, now I'm going to bonus action heal Dranic.
Ah, smart. Okay. Like healing word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna cast that at level 3.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
Don't forget to add your bonus.
4 ones.
4.
Here we go.
3,
Okay.
4, so 8,
Okay.
9, 10, 11, Plus 12, 13 plus the spell's level 16.
Oh, you get to add the spell's level to it?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
So yeah, 18 points of healing.
All right.
Right.
Awesome. You grab your sparrow symbol and just kind of like concentrate hard, and all these yellow flashes just glowing around your colleagues in Juranic as they receive this healing energy. And you can see some of the wounds on his arms start to heal up.
Nice. Okay. And then I should have 15 feet of movement,
Okay.
which will let me go. I'm going to go just behind this rock and down a little bit, so I'm in cover.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that'll it for my turn.
All right. Jak Nara, you're up.
I'm a little tapped here.
Jack will look back to Atlas and you always know when I need the pickup. And then he'll turn back around and he'll say, I think I'm going to take out this lightning demon so you don't have to fret about it. And then he'll take aim at it again.
All right. Fire away.
Launching his first bolt with a 5 on the die, plus 8, putting me at 13.
Miss.
Plus 4, putting me at 17.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I was trying to think that Atlas break concentration, but he didn't. Not yet.
No.
Excellent. That will be 8 points of piercing plus an additional 3 points of piercing, so 11 points.
Damn. You sink this arrow right into its forehead, and as it does, its head kind of dissipates a little and just hangs there. The head is not reforming.
So this thing's on the brink of death. All right. Second bolt coming out. That's a 6 on the die plus 8. 14 plus my d4. 15, 16. Another 17. 3 on the die.
It hits.
Woo! Thank you for that roll.
Bless is the best.
Yarr. All right. 3 points of piercing plus 3, making it 6 plus 6. 12 points of piercing.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
Jack, line one right through this thing's forehead, and it's just like slumping down, and he's just gonna aim kind of like through its like mouth area, mouth and neck, and he's just gonna launch another bolt right through it.
Okay. So you loot this bolt into the head, trying to reform, just cackling, and you see your arrow just pierce through where the neck would be, coming through the head, and it almost looks like it splits. It splits and severs its way down its middle. Sparks just flying off as it reaches the bottom. You see this large, flat, circular wave just go out on either side, and nothing as the lightning demon is destroyed.
All right, all right.
And
Looking
you
a
hear
bit
the
better now.
elf no. Perhaps this wasn't the right timing.
That's right.
As soon as like Jack releases that bolt and it's going, he's just gonna crank his arm to the left, and he's gonna fire off a bolt at the demon right here.
Okay.
Just a split second later.
Sure. Let loose.
Yep. 13 on the die plus 8, so 21.
It hits.
Plus 2, 23. I can move my hunter's mark. Is that a bonus action to do that, or can I just move it?
I think it's a bonus action.
I can use a bonus action to do that, so I'm just going to not move it right now.
Okay.
So that'll just be 8 points of piercing on that thing.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you immediately, after just hardly even looking to your left, you just flick one off. It just catches the shoulder of the demon.
Excellent. And as Jack hits that one, he is going to turn, look at it, and then he's going to give it a little backflip as he drops down off this rock and zips down it and gets 20 feet down, so he is not visible to this thing.
Down here, like in the lower rock?
Yeah, he's just moving to like right here, but like you said, it was a 20-foot incline.
Yeah.
So hopefully out of sight from it.
All
And
right.
then that'll be it for Jak.
All right, Reditus.
I am still restrained, correct? Yes.
Yes.
I will attempt to remove myself from this restraint.
Okay, strength saving throw. Sorry, strength check, not saving.
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, strength checks.
Or like
I get
it's a
advantage.
net captured by like metal things, so you could also try to cut your way out.
No, I get strength on a
Okay.
or advantage on strength saving throws. That is 15 on the day and 20 dirty.
Yeah, so you immediately just grab it and just rip it off to the side. No problem.
So I would like to run through. Yes, I am. That's the +4. I realize that's what the +4 is. I will run through the legs. Is he still 38 feet up in the air?
He's still 30 feet in the air, yeah.
Fucking. That's fine. I'll just run to these two gentlemen here. Hello. And I greet them with a friendly slash of
Okay.
my. Really? A nat 1 again?
At advantage?
Dice jail.
Quickly, what is it? I can't see it.
It's a nat 20. I don't know why my camera wouldn't show it. It's a nat
because
20.
the NVIDIA broadcast doesn't see a human.
All right,
Oh,
roll
that's
damage.
fair.
We're running late.
I grabbed it and I was like, it was so good. Aww. That is a 6 plus 8. That is 14.
Plus, what, another 3 or something?
Oh, 4. Yeah. So 18.
18. You plunge your bone sword right through the middle of the warrior demon. As it goes onto the sword, you kind of just punch through, and it just slides off and skids backwards, completely decimated on the ground.
I turn to its friend with my second attack, and I will take the 17.
17 on the demon firehound. Hits.
Yay! And it will. Man, these are shitty ones. 5 damage.
Okay. 5 damage. And as you shove your sword into the side of this thing and the fire pours out, you take 6 fire. Or 3, as the case may be.
3.
It just splashes
That feels-
onto you.
Well, learning my lesson. I'm going to use my third attack on it. And that is 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Excellent.
Ah, fuck yeah. 14. Or, sorry, not 14, 12.
All right.
Bad,
Well,
bad. Finally
perfect. You
back.
sink your other. Even though you feel the pain, you kind of just grit and bear it and shove your other sword into the other side as the fire boils out for 2 damage.
Oh, 2.
Or 1, as the case may be.
Yeah. I was like,
As you just smile, you can see parts of your hand are just on fire, but it's not even phasing you.
that's fun. It's fun. I'm going to take my golem, and he is going to earth glide and mold into the earth.
Okay.
And he is going to glide 30 feet that way and stay.
There.
Yep. And he is going to pop out
and attack.
All right, yeah, he comes up, just kind of almost trying to jump up off the ground to try and grab Arak in midair as he swings for him.
This one comes out of dice jail. Ooh, with an 18. Plus whatever.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus 8. He has 2d2. Yes. Oh, that's decent. 10 plus 5, 15 for the first.
Okay.
And, oh, a 17 for the next one. Hmm. 17 hits, right? Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, yeah.
And that is 5, 6, 13 for the second attack.
13. Damn.
13 damage.
Yeah, he just kind of jumps off and you can hear the bones cracking in the legs of Arak. He kind of still holds himself in the air, but you can see him wince in pain as he grits his teeth, trying to not show how hurt he is. Is that everything for you?
That would be... Actually, I'm going to move a little bit more with Lapidus, just on this side.
Okay.
There. Yep.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. As soon as the earth elemental smashes into Arak and he winces away, you all see him bring his hands together. Kuthla, the time is now. The key is here. Come now! And you all see this purple flash happen, absorbing almost the entirety of the tree beside Arak. And we'll leave it there.
Fuck.
All right. Thanks for the session, guys. A good combat. A lot of combat. Awesome. All combat.
All combat. Hey, it's either all combat or all shopping. There's no in between.
No between.
That's right.
All right. So we'll be back next week, guys, at about 9:30 EST. Maybe next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy these videos, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the ATLADs march towards the line. Oh, oh, ride the storm, sail the tide.